All right, guys. Hopefully this is going to work. I don't know if we're going to get anybody back or not. It is what it is. I'm not going to be on too much longer anyway. I switched everything around. The plugs, the wires, everything. I restarted the system. If it goes out again, I'm just going to call it a night. Yeah, I'm showing that I'm broadcasting just fine. That sucks that the power outages are now coming in over. Oh, man. Power outages. I have to do it that way because it's blocking it's blocking the radar now, which is not good. All right, they just switched a bunch of stuff, and I don't like most of it. I'll tell you, I like some of it. All right, they've issued another tornado warning here. This is for what is it? Cleo Springs. Yeah, Cleo Springs, A-Line, and Helena. You are next up for this storm. And let's put this on the splits and take a look at it on the split screen and see what it looks like. Look at this, guys. You talk about a lot of shit going on for one area. That's all the warnings for this one area right now. There is a lot going on. All right, so look at this. We've got a couplet. We've definitely got a tornado now. This could be on the ground. Wow, look at this. You got the winds coming around like this, and then you see the red. This is the winds coming around like that. This is your typical couplet right here. Your tornado is sitting right here, and there's your J-hook, ladies and gentlemen. There's your J-hook right there. This is a tornado. I don't know if we've got anybody right out in front of this thing. I don't have these guys on my map. Because they're both out of network for some reason. I don't know if something's going on or what. I thought these guys were in network, but they're not on Radar Omega tonight for some reason. Anyway, but you can see there the two things we look for on the left side. The left radar is the quantity of rain that's falling. And what we look for here is an upside down J. And there it is right there. That's your J-hook. And then what on the right, this is the direction of the wind. Red moving away from the tower site, green moving towards the tower site. Blues and whites are very fast moving wind. You have the two coming together right there. And it's basically, a yin and a yang. And you can see there the wind's moving around this thing. That wind is swinging around there really fast. And the same thing down here. So we definitely have a cyclone here. We've probably got a tornado on the ground at this point or near the ground. So people in Orinta, is it Orint? I don't know if they pronounce the A on the N. Orinta and Cleo Springs. Take cover now. You need to be in a low part of your house. This is a bad situation. This is coming in hard. And it is going to come in fast and it's going to leave fast. But when it does, it's going to have devastating winds. It looks like a fairly large couplet and a very well-defined J hook. So we definitely have a tornado here. Um, yeah, well, let's just hope not, VTX. These guys are pretty good. Generally speaking, they don't get in a whole lot of trouble out there. But as VTX and I have both chased storms, we know that the most dangerous time to chase is at night. You can only see that wedge when the lightning strikes, and it'll snake around on your ass. If it's a larger storm, of course, it's more dangerous. If it's a smaller storm, it turns on a dime and it spins around and creates a very haphazard trail. Where if it's a large wedge, it's moving in pretty much a slow straight line, fairly straight anyway. All right, so there you go. We definitely have a couplet, guys. This is a tornado. It could possibly be on the ground. So I'm going to go into tornado coverage mode here. What I'm going to do is I want to see if I can figure out the counties here. Let me see here. Where is this? Oklahoma County. That's Alfalfa County. Okay, so let's go to here. Get logged in here. Let's go to dashboards. I'll tell you what, but let's not even do that. Let's go straight to browse and let's go into Oklahoma. Where is this thing in Oklahoma? Okay, I know right where the... Oh, and there's no count. There's no scanners there. God, I hate that. The problem... Yep, Alfalfa County, there is no scanners in Alfalfa County. There is in Medford next door, Great County, where Medford is. Grant County Fire. I've got that on. We might hear the warnings go out. Yeah, that sucks. And I think it's going to go in below Garfield. I don't think Garfield's going to get the warning. All right, so where we're at, basically, where Helena is here, this county, Alfalfa County, does not have scanners. What, Ed? You don't need to come in right now. He'll come in, he'll walk across here, he'll go over and make sure she doesn't have better food than he does, and then he'll walk right back out again. Yeah, it's one of those things where I'm not even sure if that's live. They're so pathetic right now. They've started putting up as lives to spoof the fact that there's a protest going on. None of the spoof channels are even spoofing the protests right now. They've become a complete non-issue. And I'm telling you, I really believe what's going on with that is I think the libs are just pooped out. I think some maybe some have discovered Trump and all, and they're changing their life. But I think most of them probably, I think they're just pooped. I think they don't see it going anywhere. They go out there night after night. One day as a blow up dinosaur. One day they identify as a frog. One day they identify as the rainbow bright pony. And, you know, they go out there day after day after day, having to use more and more of that overreaction cream on their thighs. And they're just stuck out there all the time protesting. And you know what? In all seriousness, kidding aside, I think they're pooped. I think they're tired. Dude, they've been doing it for months. The handful of them, and we're talking a handful. The teachers' unions have no more money to send them out there with. I don't think the rich folks are sending them out because you know why? They're a joke. Look, if you were George Soros or one of these people they're always talking about that's funding these things, let me ask you a question. If you were funding this shit, would you keep funding it? Look at it. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. Stuffed animals and superhero costumes and teddy bears on electronic rollerboards and Tater identifies as a tater chip, a potato chip. I love it. Yeah. Also, something else I've noticed, and this is crazy. Some of you guys have brought this to my attention, and it's true. Right around the first of the month, the protesting goes away until about a week or so into the month, and then it starts showing back up again. And I think some of these people are in it for the free meals. I really do. Oh my God, Ed. He's already over there checking out to make sure that her food's not better than his. It's the same food. It comes out of the same big green bag. Yeah, I got some decent sleep. It doesn't seem like enough. I don't feel like I'm catching up. I think I've been a bit under the weather. Like 3 or 4 days now. It's been a little harder to get it to go, and but I'm still hanging in there. Yeah, they tried to burn a U.S. flag earlier. They're so stupid. Eventually, they're going to end up catching one of those stupid blow-up costumes on fire, and it's going to be a hilarious show that I'm going to show over and over and over again. It's going to be amazing. Can't wait. There's always one of these that'll keep throwing ads every 10 minutes. I don't know why it does that, but it does. All right, so it is towards the end of the evening over there, but we are watching a live view from Tel Aviv, and I think Haifa, I think's the other one. Anyway, we are keeping an eye out over there. Also, we got 2 storm chasers that are out. I know that there's not usually a lot to see, but we're watching the flashes in the sky for a wedge. And Victor, I did okay. I went, I have to admit, I've been going to this Dairy Queen because it's on the way home. It's the only convenient restaurant other than McDonald's on the way home. And so I figured, well, I'm going to go today and I'm just going to go in and get me a hamburger because their hamburgers are actually really good. I ate the whole thing. Their Dairy Queen's hamburgers are pretty good. So I went there and I ordered it, and I told the thing working at the register, I said, hey, no onions on that barbecue burger. She goes, it doesn't come with onions. I said, yes, it does. It comes with 2 onion rings. You can see them in the picture. And the person proceeded to argue with me. Say, no, I'm sorry, sir. It doesn't come with onions. And I'm like, oh, yeah, it does. You can see it. And I said, look in the picture. And she would not turn around and look at the picture. I said, please look at the picture. It's in the picture. You can see it. She goes, that's just bacon. I said, please just no onions. Just please put no onions. Just press the button for no. She goes, there's no onions on it. I said, look, I've ordered it before, and I asked them what was on it, and they told me fried onions, and I don't want the onions. So please just leave the onions off. It don't come with onions, sir. I said, I don't understand. Did it change since they made the menu and I was here 4 days ago? They've changed it? She goes, there's been no change, sir. I said, then just take the onions off. She goes, there's no onions, sir. Just like an automaton, right? So I said, whatever. So I paid $12 and something for a burger and fries, no drink. $12. Almost $13. I pay for it. I get the bag and I walk over and I open the burger up right in front of them, right there on that little short counter by where they milk the milkshakes. I opened it right up and there's the 2 onions. Big old onion rings on there. So I walked over and I showed it to her. It was opened up and I said, see that? That's the onion rings. I told you to leave off my sandwich. She goes, well, they're not supposed to come on there. I said, it's in the picture. She was still arguing with me about it. Not only is it on the picture, but it's on the menu. And I ordered it and got it on the burger, and she's still arguing with me. So I just peeled the onion rings off and walked over and threw them in the garbage at about 40 miles an hour, right? And then I looked back in the bag again, and I'm putting the burger back in the bag, and I noticed The little box of fries is only like got like 8 fries in it. I've never seen anything like this. It's not even half full. So I walked over there. I said, "Who's the manager?" And the lady, real nice lady, she comes over. She goes, "I'm the night manager. What can I help you with?" I said, "Look, I've already fixed the first fry." I said, "I argued with that woman for 5 minutes because she kept telling me there was no onions on this barbecue burger." And I said, "There, in fact, is onions on the barbecue burger. I just took them off and threw them in the garbage. It's on the menu. It's on the picture. It's on the register. It was on my burger." And she's still arguing with me about it. She says, I'll take care of that. We only make you another burger. I said, "Nope, I'll take the burger. Because they were deep fried, they don't make my burger taste like onions, so I'm okay. I'll take it." But I said, "Could you just put another scoop of fries in the bag?" She goes, "Yeah, that's ridiculous." So she walks back there and puts some more fries in the bag for me, and she was really nice. No, I did not go full Karen. I don't Karen. You know what? Let me tell you the difference, okay? A Karen is someone who's making a big deal out of something that's not a big deal, okay? This is not a Karen. I had an employee that was completely wrong. So am I supposed to just sit and take it? And every time I come in, just get my order wrong and just sit and take it? That doesn't make me a Karen. A Karen is someone who makes a big scene when one was not warranted. First of all, my actions were warranted. Second of all, I made no scene. Therefore, it's not an act of a Karen. I think it's important to understand that. We've gotten a little liberal and free with the word Karen. Well, and Tater, you're not, if you didn't get what you paid for, as long as you're being respectful. I never called names. I never raised my voice. I never put fingers in face. I never threw hands. All I did was talk. I told them and talked to them just like I said to you. Some might have considered it slightly gruff, but I don't, this is what it was. Wow, guys, look at this. We've got to look at this again. We've got a J-hook here that's to beat the band. Look at this. Let's see what this couplet looks like. Oh, my God. We've got a tornado, guys. This is a tornado, and it looks like it might pass off just south of Helena in Oklahoma. It's going to be east of Carmen, southeast of Carmen, and probably just close, but southeast of Alpi. What is it? I don't know what it is. Aline. And then Galtree. Galtree, you may be in for somewhat of a direct hit. I don't know. It did just pull to the north in that last frame. This is a tornado. It's probably on the ground. I know that the TV stations and stuff in that area are on it. We do not have a scanner for that area. I am listening to Grant County, which is the next county up. We've got their fire and EMS pulled up. We are listening. Let me see what I can get out of Oklahoma. Let's take this for just a minute.
Are being pulled into the wind and the rain and the hail. And if I live in Aileen or McWillie, safe spot, lowest level, you're getting hail now.
Look at the little supercell near Ringwood, David.
I saw that earlier. So this is going to be a new supercell. I saw that we were talking about. I know.
Being pulled up into it.
Okay, look at the hook. It might be big. Nah, it's going to be close. Okay, so this has a hook on it now. Small. Look at the size difference, right? This is a little tiny supercell. This is a gargantuan supercell. You put that over Oklahoma County, it covers up nearly half Oklahoma City, half the county. But that is a supercell. Could produce a tornado. Okay? It's going up, southwest of Ringwood. Okay? This is the tornado. It's where it's been. And we have at least one or two, maybe 3 or 4 touchdowns. We think it was a multiple vortex. We have damage on Highway 60, west of Cedar Springs. Man, it's tight.
It's about to cross Highway 8, and it's going to be right near county line or maybe a mile south of county line.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so what's our north-south? North-south Highway 8.
Highway 8, yep.
And East Road 380, which is county line, correct?
Yeah, correct. He's got power
All right,
flashes.
let's go back to Jeremy. His power flashes. Go ahead, Jeremy. Tornado on the ground. Go ahead. Tornado on the ground now.
You know, me definitely saying I couldn't see power flashes earlier. Clearly there's power flashes here. And so this thing still is continuing on as a large tornado on the ground. You know, I don't know how strong it is, but no doubt intermittent vortices all underneath this wall cloud, David. It has to be that way. Back to you, Dave.
All right. Okay. Great job, Jeremy. Right there, looking right at it. And this is the right side of the mesocyclone, or the right side of the bell. We have the left side of the mesocyclone, or the left side of the bell. And in the middle, you got the ringer, right? You don't want to be where the ringer is. That's a problem. That's exactly what we have going on. So everything here is ripping from the east and northeast to the southwest, and this is coming in from the left, and this whole thing is spinning and then going up. That's exactly what's going on. Okay, great job. Keep up with it. Let's go back to links 1, and notice how the tornado is now almost coming into the core. Remember the hook earlier was hanging back here. It's occluded, which means it's wrapping up. This could be the beginning of this mesocyclone weakening, but we'll see. We might get another one, right? This can be pulled into it, and then we get another area of spin to develop down to the southwest, okay? So now it's happening right now. Occlusion is happening right now. And what I mean by that, the tornado crossing Highway 8 and Farm Road 380 is now, there's the tornado. It's coming right across Highway 8, and this now is being pulled into and lifting into and accelerating into the core of wind and rain and hail to the north. So as this goes into this, it can still produce tornadoes, but eventually it'll pull so far north that it will start to weaken. And we might get another circulation area after that. Okay? So, Lacey, query that.
Okay.
What's that?
New tornado warning, he was saying, coming out of the panhandle
of
Texas. So that's going to be the one still southwest of Oklahoma.
All right, let's go back real quick. Let's jump back in here. Then we'll get back to northern Oklahoma here. What time is it? I have no idea.
9 o'clock.
Okay. I don't know.
So we've got the severe storm that's near Elk City. What was it?
Okay. All right, thanks. You got the month on you? I'm good. What'd you say, Lace? Sorry.
I was trying to figure out what you were saying.
I don't know.
Okay. You got the date? It is Thursday, March 5th at 9 p.m.
Gotcha.
We have the severe storm right there that you're looking at, and then we have the storms in Texas we've been watching, and our trackers have been watching all evening.
Okay, and remember now, this storm to the north came out of the same environment. So, and again, it didn't mess this environment up that much.
Right.
Low-level winds, so this could turn into something into Hammond. Kyle's there, Val's there, Jed's here. Let's go back into southwest Oklahoma. We do have tornado warnings coming out of the Texas Panhandle. And Tom's down here, Hank's down here, and Justin, we got Hank going west? Okay. Okay. So we're going to be like, bees on honey on this thing. It's now over Memphis. It's still a ways away. Let's lapse this. For you folks in Eric and Benson, what's this thing going to do here?
Here, let me lapse it for you.
Are you out of AMA or no, you're Frederick?
This is Frederick. 1 second. There we go.
Okay. Lapse it again.
Let me take it back longer. I'm going to take it back 15 minutes.
Okay, so it's still a ways away. Eric?
If it tries to turn right.
It does. Benson.
If it does. Benson, yes.
Benson. But between Eric and Benson, and let's get a storm track on that when we can. Just kind of let everybody know. Eric to Benson, this could be a problem for you. Tom's right here. He'll be all over it. And you have a little bit of time. Not moving as fast, it doesn't look like to me as a northern storm.
I'm just going to take it over here at Benson at 9:48.
Okay.
Eric would be just about 10 o'clock.
Okay.
So in about an hour.
Hey guys, if you think it's proper to come in my channel and advertise for another channel, I'll ban you for life. That's pretty rude. All right? I'm covering the storm here. I've got 4 or 5 chaser views up right now. And that's pretty rude, dude, to come in here and try to send traffic over to your buddy there. That's bullshit, man. But okay, if you think that's necessary.
Correct.
I mean,
Right.
those take some wind. Those aren't just like winds 40 to 50, 60 miles an hour. The threshold on those is a lot. And for those to be dangling and down, winds over 100 miles per hour. Okay, that's what I was saying on the air when I was just looking at radar, and I was saying, EF1, maybe a low end EF2. Okay, let's get back to our problem here. Now crossing Highway 8, right here.
Towards Heritage Road.
It's a fairly broad. It's still a one. If we'll take it 1, 2, 3. It's a 4 mile wide, give or take. mile wide east, west, north, south mesocyclone. So it's pretty broad, but circulation's right in here. What's shear rate look like now? Ooh.
I don't see.
Okay, there's Heritage Road.
There's shear rate and maximum rotation, all in the same spot.
Yeah.
Still that big area of circulation with the hook that's being pulled up into it. It's just crossed county line, David.
Right.
And it's now heading up towards Helena.
McWillie,
and McWillie,
Helena, Helena, Goldtree, going to Jet. You folks in Jet, the Great Salt Plains, Nash, you need to be watching this. If it doesn't
Southern
die,
Alfalfa County.
if it keeps going, here we go, okay? And again, this is moving northeast at about 35 to 40 miles per hour. It's been on the ground multiple times. It's been a multiple vortex tornado. We have at least some damage on Highway 60 west of Cedar Springs, which is going to be in Major County. It's leaving Major County now, getting into Alfalfa County. And we'll do Helena at night. What do you have your speed on it now?
There you go. Let me update it here.
Helena, are you still doing 35?
I did 40. Just
Did
to,
40?
It has slowed a little bit. It has, but this kind of gives you a little bit more lead time.
Okay, all right. So Helena, 9:17, Jet, 9:30, Nash, 9:39, Medford, 10:09, Renfro, 10:21, and Caldwell, Kansas at about 10:30. Okay, so making its way to the northeast, Great Salt Plains. There's Jet, there's Nash, there's Wakita. Okay. Yeah, always think about Cassie Hyder going there.
Exactly.
Did she spend a whole day up in Nash?
She loved it.
Yeah.
Jet is beautiful. The whole area is gorgeous.
Yes, she did. She liked it too. All right, so there you go. All right, so here's your hook. Now what's going to happen is, it looked like this might try to stay far away, but I think this is too big and bad. So this is too strong, and the low-level winds, so this is probably going to eat this storm. And sometimes when that happens, you get a bigger problem, right? These two join, and you get a bigger issue with the storm becomes stronger. More times than not, it'll move into it. It might become disoriented and a little bit weaker for a little bit, and then it might ramp back up. So, wow. Goodness. Wow. Okay. Query that.
If you don't have a tornado out of this, the winds you're about to get.
Yeah. There's 66.
Oh, just updated, but it was 66 and 66.
Okay. What's this? This is 60, right?
Let me update it right there. 67.
67 and 25. So 90, roughly. So that would be a low-end, weaker tornado. And look at the S shape, and this tells us what we have going on in the atmosphere as far as shear and spin. It's got that, it looks like a boat propeller kind of a look on it, and that's pretty good, right?
Yeah, I like that one.
Not bad. And so that's where the tornado is crossing now, 2580. So if you live in McWillie, tornado possibly on the ground right now. What does CC look like to you?
Last scan, I still don't see any defined areas of debris.
I don't either. Okay, I don't either. I don't see anything crazy in there. Okay, let's get a storm track. Let's go back to Jeremy Carter, and let's bring Jeremy in. Storm strength is still off the charts.
It is, yeah.
Okay, so again, possible tornado. It's been on the ground. It's been on.
All right, so that was what we got there. We're going to come back to that in just a few minutes. They're putting that stuff up in bursts here. I don't know how they're doing this, but it says it's live, but it's really not. Anyway, we'll figure that out here in just a minute. Yes, Ed. I got Ed driving me nuts in here, and I don't even understand what's going on here, Ed. What is the deal today, Ed? Hello, Ed. What's the deal? Yeah, I don't mean to be grumpy about that. It's just, I don't even mind if someone asks, hey, do you mind if I put somebody's, channel name in? They're trying to get started or something. Yeah, no problem. And I don't even mind mentioning Ryan Hall, y'all. I think he's a great YouTuber. And I've even heard good things about Max Velocity and have watched their productions. So it's not even like I don't like these guys or I'm in a hard competition or anything. But it's just, what possesses someone to go into a channel that's trying to do a good job and tell them, hey, here's some other people doing a good job too, probably better than this freaking guy. I don't know, it kind of bugged me a little bit, but that's all right. Yes, I don't like onion rings. I don't like onions. I don't mind an onion in my chili as long as it's big enough I can pick it out. But I just don't like onions and everything. I get sick of this fetish that humans have with onions. My parents had it. They had to put onions in everything. And everything they made, they would always pull me some out before they put the onions in, whether it was macaroni salad or potato salad or whatever. The chili, my dad would blend the onions. He would take an onion and a pepper and he'd blend them up and dump them in the chili. It was good. I liked the flavor. I don't want them damn onions in my shit. Yeah, so I don't like onions. I just don't. I'm not allergic to them. I don't, but if I open it, if I get like a burrito and it's full of raw onions in there, I throw it out. There's no saving it because it's going to taste like that shit all the way through it. Yeah, I love milkshakes. They're awesome. I prefer chocolate, but I'll take almost any milkshake you give me. No, I'm not missing out because I'm well aware of what they taste like because everything I ever eat has them in it. Trust me, I'm well aware. When someone tells me you're missing out, that would imply that it's something I would want to begin with. It's not something I want to begin with. I get them all the time. I have to force them down. I have to deal with it. I have to pick them out. It gets to be a pain in the ass. I just don't like it. And when people that like onions or people that don't care about onions, you don't realize it. You don't realize that literally it's in freaking everything. I've tried eating at Iguanamia 5 or 6 times. I hear it's great food. They cannot serve something that's not full of onions. I would order something, they would bring it out, it's full of onions, can't eat it. And I got friends that like to go there, but they cannot serve me something without onions in it. No, I will never like onions. I've always hated onions. There's certain things like anything that smells like seafood. I don't eat any seafood at all except maybe a little bit of whitefish if it's battered. If it's battered and dipped in oil, hot oil, then I'll eat it. But other than that, I don't want it. I don't eat anything. I used to not even come home on nights that my parents were going to cook shrimp because literally it would make the house smell for 3 days. And shrimp, when it's cooking, smells like boiling gym shoes. I just don't understand it. I'll never understand what this fetish people have with eating things that taste like shit already. I don't understand that. I'll never get that. Yeah, I mean, even people that like onions will tell you sometimes, hey man, lay off a little bit. It was just funny in this case because I had an argument and I was right, of course, because I generally won't argue with somebody unless I'm 100% sure I'm right. Yeah, it's an ego thing. I'm not gonna, but this guy, girl, I'm not sure what he was, but he just didn't seem to get it. He kept correcting me over and over. Sir, that sandwich doesn't have onions. That sandwich doesn't have onion. It doesn't have onion rings. Yes, it does. It's in the picture. It's on the menu. And then sure enough, I went over and showed it to him, and he's like, "Oh, well, it's not supposed to have those on there." So now everything's wrong. Now the menu's wrong, the picture's wrong, and my burger's wrong. Jesus. Yeah, people that eat seafood I can't. I don't walk in seafood restaurants. The smell sickens me. I drive by a crab shack down here and I don't even want to smell it. It's like, oh God, I hope I don't smell this. When I go to the grocery store, I won't even walk anywhere near the seafood. I literally circumvent the seafood area because it always just smells like boiling gym shoes and asshole. And what else smells real? Oh, garbage, lots of garbage. Kitchen garbage, like dumpster garbage behind a dumpster garbage that you would find in a dumpster behind an Asian restaurant. It is absolutely true. That's that scanner feed, guys. If it starts making a bunch of noise, I'll get rid of it. But right now, we are listening to Grant County Fire, and Anyway, let me see. Instead of just bitching about that, let me see what we can do here about getting. This thing's coming into. Well, it's not really coming into anywhere. It's leaving the Memphis area. Let's see what this one looks like now. Still a couplet. Not a real good one, but still a couplet on this one. And then this one up here, still got a warning on this one. We got a radar site right nearby. Let's see here. Still got a hook. Not a well-defined one, but still a hook. And let's see, do we still have a couplet? Yes, we've got a couplet. Look at that. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. And it's going to go right through Helena, just like we said. I thought it might track off just south of Helena. Looks like it's now going to probably pass just north of Helena, and there will be damage. Even if it's not on the ground long track, this is going to cause some damage. This is a fairly well-defined couplet right now. We've got bright reds and whites on the green side right next to each other. And this is definitely that. There's one other thing I do want to check. Let's check and see if we can see any debris. There is a high-resolution coefficient. Nothing really there that shows up, which is a good thing. Okay, and one other thing I want to do since we're here is let's go back to the high-res reflectivity, and I want to get rid of these boxes so bad. Where is the... Oh, shit. Well, whatever. I'll reload the program here. Sometimes that helps. Look at this storm, guys. This thing is huge. 40,000 feet or some shit. Yeah, neighbor, it's a little early for tornado season. You know, but yeah, but I think we're getting it right now. We're starting to get some of the beginnings of it, I think. I think it's so cool that we can see what these storms look like now in 3D. Oh, and then my control thing went away again. I'll tell you, I really don't like this new update. This is a powerful graphics tool, especially considering what my TV station pays for this kind of software so that they can provide weather coverage. And I'm able to do it here with this for like $20 a month. It's really a good program, but obviously some issues with it. Okay, so here we go. It did give me my controls back. So let's go back now. What are we looking at? We've got 3 tornado warnings now. One's observed. Watch out, mama. This one right here, this is an observed tornado warning, meaning that a train spotter or a storm chaser or video or something is emergency services, something has confirmed this is an actual tornado, and they've just issued another big warning for it here. And let's take a look at this one on the splits and see what this looks like. There's your couplet. It is definitely a couplet. Not the best one I've ever seen, but a couplet nevertheless. Let me see where this is. Texas. All right, so this is just past Memphis, Wellington, Texas. Let me see where this is here. This is definitely something on the ground. Let me see if I can get back to U.S. and then go to Texas. Collingsworth County. All right, so there's where we're at. We're in Collingsworth County. And there's Collingsworth County. What do we got here for scanners? I've got 3 of them here. So let me go. I got to pull up a dashboard to do this. Let's do this. It gets really difficult when you put 4 or 5 of them up and that you don't use dashboards. So I can create dashboards. Ooh. All right, let's just go back. It's giving me a hard time. And this is an observed tornado. So let's go back. Collingsworth. There we go. Okay, these are playing. There's 3 different scanners. I've got a Wellington Fire, Sam Norwood Fire, and Wellington EMS. I know it's making a weird sound.
Get that MX Gold card ready. I'm way too tired to
Oh,
go
and here
tonight.
comes the stupid ad. All right, I got 4 different feeds up here for areas that are being affected by this tornado. Now, sometimes these feeds are no good anyway. Sometimes they go down, but we got them on. Let's hear what happens. All right, so there we go. That's the feeds for this one and for the other one as well. So what do we got here? Let's take it out of the splits. All right, so here's our area that we're watching. And you can see the area they're really concerned about here in the green and the brown.
Wellington SO. Go ahead. We're going to be here. We're going to be here at 2344 and 1981. We're starting to get quarter-size hail and some rain. Looks like may have that tornado between Quail and Murillo.
What are you doing, Ed? What are you doing, buddy? Yeah. We're in storm alert mode. All right. Let's see what's going on out here. Yep, neighbor, I think so. I think we've got one on the ground there. Yeah, Dom, I know it sucks. Trust me, I do. But I do the ads in lieu of begging you guys for money, and it works. Oh, is it really? Okay, hold on, guys.
26, 25. 25, go ahead. Hey, what's your 20? Coming up on Godby Corner. You may stop right in there. They're saying it's somewhere in that area where they're seeing heavy rotation, possible tornado. Godby Corner to Murillo, right in there.
Look at that, guys. Look at the couplet. Look at the J-hook. It looks like a freaking candy cane. There's your tornado. There's one of them. That's the Oklahoma one. The other one's the Texas one. Oh, Eddie, what's up, buddy? Oh. What are you doing? You know I'm busy, right? I mean, you kind of figured that? I don't know. Yeah, it's a huge hook echo, and it's a huge couplet. Look at the couplet on the right. Oh, my God. That's a huge couplet. This thing is definitely on the ground. Yep. I'm going to go back and check the news here in just a minute and see what they've got broadcasting. But for right now, this is I've got 4 different scanner feeds. Yeah, he's back on again. Let me see, is this... I want to make sure it's really live.
Lowest level, center part of the house. Did it make a right turn? Doesn't look. Oh no. Okay. It's just the way it's doing.
The hook is spinning around.
Yeah.
It almost gives that, and it might do that. I mean, it still could turn right some.
Yeah. It might go south. By the way, what's going on? Just there's a new storm here that's popped up north of Cherokee. That's a supercell.
Some hail
Small.
with that one. And what's left?
Look at this.
Go ahead.
Look at all this.
Yeah, new storms. That supercell that was absorbed into this one still has hail with it up over Nash, kind of that back edge of it.
Yeah.
And is that a hook right there left with that
Maybe.
one? Hang on one second.
It just ate that supercell.
Yeah. Let's see.
Dang.
That's wild.
Yeah.
It's headed up towards the Great Salt
How
Plains.
about that? It's impressive.
Late.
It happens. It happens every year. We see it all the time, but I don't care who you are. It's impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that something this large is completely taking over the atmosphere with an area below pressure, and it just like pulls everything in and goes, I'm hungry.
It's like a sink drain because that storm really
Goes
had no
in.
reason to be pulled into it.
It goes up. No, it just can't fight it. Look at the hook now. We're back to where we were.
Yeah, back to what it looked like over near Fairview.
Yes, exactly. The party continues. Okay, all right, and then I hate to say this, but we have more supercells developing to the south, and these could produce tornadoes as well.
And we still have the storms in the Texas Panhandle.
Supercell, those are all small, tiny storms, and they're all rotating with hail in them right now. Not a tornado threat with these, but they're rotating, okay? Storm near here, Butler's not doing too much right now, no longer severe. It's
Here, I
weakened.
turned off the warning.
Okay, so,
Let me turn that back on. There you go, it is.
okay, it is severe. It's
Yeah, I had
pretty-
turned that off just because it was cluttering that storm.
It's still pretty small. It's not very big. Not very big. Okay, so
No.
this is a problem. Look at the hook on this. And a little bit of a hook. Confirmed tornado. It's still a ways away, but Eric, again, Vincent, you're probably going to be all right, but tornado is
Wellington SO to Sam Norwood Fire. Be advised, we have a confirmed tornado on the ground headed in the general direction of Sam Norwood.
all right. Keep an eye on this. We are. It's coming out of the panhandle.
Clear.
And hey, zoom in on this real
One
quick.
clear.
You see the roads down here. Where's
Okay.
Hank? How close is Hank to all this? Where is he? Thought he
Back
was
on 183.
There's nothing down south, right? I thought he was headed west. Justin, I thought Hank was going to get west on this.
10-4.
Hank going north
201
because
to squad 1.
Tom, Brandon, and Jed are on
Squad
40.
one, go ahead.
Or Jed and Brandon are on 40.
Hang on.
Heading west.
What's it
Brandon,
doing
turn
there
around.
right now?
He was close to 40, so
Heavy
it's
rain.
quicker for him to
Nothing
go
else
back
I can
west
tell,
on
but,
Yeah,
that.
but he was
got
headed back to
Squad 5
Germantown,
coming
back
out
to that
too.
way.
I'm at the church
Jim-
going up to these people to get in the basement. Yeah, 10-4. I guess probably notify everybody there. Make sure they are aware of the situation and seek shelter. 10-4, I'll be out of the truck for a minute. Small hill's coming now. 10-4, I'm just south of Dozier right now. Just sitting here. Just right. 26-25. We're getting heavier hail now. 25, go ahead.
Hi, Ed.
You still seeing anything? Yes, that same area I was talking to you about just keeps getting bigger. Alright, 10-4. All these storm spotters, they're still heading north off of Lily. (201 26). Go ahead. Believe you are going to be our best eyes, being we're in front of this deal and in the middle of it. We really just can't see any cloud structure right now. Yeah, we're going to try to watch the backside of it and let you know. All we're seeing here is just a lot of heavy rain. We can't make nothing out from where we're at, so we're trying to reposition. 10-4. It looked like on the radar the rotation may be kind of, if you drew a line from Quail to Sam Norwood, kind of about in between there, moving towards Sam Norwood. (26, 25). 25, go ahead. Keep watching what you're watching. What we're seeing now on our side of it, it's going to be heading more like they're saying to Sam Norwood. So we're going to kind of head back east a little bit. Okay, well, the wind just got real bad right here at Quail. Nothing at all.
All right, Tater, you have a good one. Thanks, dispatch. I appreciate that. I'll be naming some more here before long. Let's see. I think it is. I think this one's rain wrapped. They're having a hard time seeing it. Those were firefighters out in fire trucks. There it is. Look at that lightning. It's almost constant. It's almost constant. It's about 80 or 100 strokes a minute. When you think about that, it's crazy. Crazy lightning. Wow.
26 to Seminole 201.
This is the storm we're watching right now in the big screen. Is the one we're also looking at in the small screen.
We're going to be right north of Crossroads, and there is some rotation in between us and Seminole Wood.
10-4. Rain has let up a lot where I'm at, so I'm going to start kind of working my way south a little bit towards Coleman Curve. See what we got over there.
26 is clear.
Yeah, it's going to go right near or right over Jet. It's going to pass off to the northwest of Nash. Maybe. We'll have to see. This thing's going left and right. It's not holding a straight path. We can try to extrapolate here. Let's do that. Let's see if we can figure out which way this thing's going. First thing we have to do is watch it in motion for 21 frames. And let me see where it was back here. Okay, and then I hit this. No.
Go ahead.
I think I've got everybody to the church in the basement.
10-4. What's it doing there now?
Oh, this thing is such a... They have really effed this thing up really bad. I swear, it used to be so easy to use. And now it doesn't want to let me do it. It's like it doesn't want to do it. It's like, no.
Oh, hell, heavy rain.
10-4. We just got kind of a moderate rain here about Coleman Curve.
To 204. Hey, we are directly behind this thing, and it is trying to come together, so y'all pay attention.
Can't tell what size it is at the moment. Probably quarter size. To Squad 1.
Go ahead, this is Squad 1.
Are you where you can see pretty good? Don't get yourself in front of it.
I think nothing negative. It's raining hard. I can't see a thing. We're just trying to get people in the cellars.
10-4, you need some help?
Right now, I think we're getting most everybody at the church house.
10-4.
If I need to head a direction, would it be better to go west or east of Norwood?
All right, so this gives you the timing now. 14 minutes. It's going to go over Jet. It's going to have its closest to Nash in 26 minutes. 25.
Looks like probably go west.
For Nescatuga. And let me tell you, this is a great thing, but it's hard to get it to work. Waukita, we all know about Waukita.
If you go east,
And
they should
that's
put you more in
55
front of the
minutes
storm.
out. And in Caldwell, you're 95 minutes down the pipe.
Squad 1, storm update. Getting large hail now.
Are you guys talking about PDS or TDS? PDS is particularly dangerous storm, and TDS is Trump derangement syndrome, which is the sponsor of this hour. I was just wondering who you were talking about. LOL. Yeah, we'll see. It's going to pass very close to that radar site, but it looks like it's going to be off to the south just a little bit.
Squad 1 update. Really heavy hail now.
These guys are right here in this county, in Helena. And it's basically just going through there. It's going to pass, it looks like in between or right over the top of Jet. Jet is not that big a place. It's just like, it's a grid of about 8 roads. And the same thing with Nash. It's just a little place out here. And this is going to pass off between them. So hopefully we can get some people in there right afterwards, because there may be some heavy damage, especially in Jet. This is rotating very close to Jet right now. Now let's analyze this for a minute. This is probably right in here somewhere is your tornado, and so it's moving off just to the southeast of Jet. But they're going to be right near it. They could easily take a hit in that little downtown area there. And then it looks like it's going to continue.
Texola 47 to 204. This is 204, go ahead. You think it's going to be heading right toward Texola when it comes out of Norwood? We're getting hit hard with hail right now. We got one more person. We're getting hit hard with hail. Okay, I'm talking about the tornado. You think it's going to come closer to me or going to go north of me? I'm not sure yet. Might have 26. What do you think? Okay, 47 to 206.
470. I love that.
26, go ahead. What do you think about that tornado coming towards the state line in Texola? As of now, it looks like it may go due north of y'all, but it's still kind of in the air. We're watching. I'll let you know here shortly. Okay, we're going to get some more guys out here so we can do a little more looking. Wouldn't hurt. Okay, I'm sitting in the cemetery check, so I'm not getting nothing but lightning is all I can see. Rain. It hasn't crossed 83 yet. Okay, appreciate it.
All right, this is the storm that the guy on TV is watching. It's the one that's running right now between Jet and Nash in Oklahoma. And that's also what you're listening to on the scanner.
We still have 1 or 2 people in the house. We're trying to work our way a little bit west. I bet you y'all are right in the middle of it right now. We're just on the north side of the river.
They're showing power lines.
Yeah, we're getting hit hard with hell. Windshield broke. But I think we have 90
That's in Jet right there. What you're seeing there, that road, that's Jet.
10-4, I'm in y'all's way to help out if need be. 10-4, we moved about a half mile to 3/4 of a mile to the west. Hail's lightened up tremendously. It's better this way. 26 clear.
All right, guys, this is the Sights and Sounds of Earth. My name's Ian here on Starship Adventures, and I'm your host tonight for this wild ride with the Storm Chasers. We are watching several different things right now. We are watching a newscast on TV9 out of Oklahoma. We're taking the video, mostly just video from that, but you can see the wedge there. He's showing you. Look at that. There it is. We also have 2 Storm Chasers on the top, 2 live shots from Tel Aviv in the left, and then our live radar Omega from here. And we're continuing to listen to multiple scanners from this area as they're trying to get people to take cover as this thing approaches. Stay with us. The coverage continues. This is Starship Adventures.
10-4, we're sitting at this intersection to go to Plymouth. We're got out of the worst of it, but I would say the worst of it's going to be to the east of Sam Norwood, or right on top of it.
He's good. He's good. He's hoping he's safe. He's getting on it, David.
He's safe. He's good.
26 all units. We're just now in Moody. We got heavy rain.
You saw it. I mean, you were looking at the tornado on the ground. It was a lot. It certainly was. Okay, so there's the tornado now. That's a big tornado. Let's go back to Lynx 1 and take a look at it. Now, where's Jeremy on this map here? I keep losing his GPS.
He's down here. I just keep zooming in closer on the actual tornado. He was looking to his northeast, and this is going to be 4.5 miles southwest of Nash.
32.6.
Right. Okay, so you folks in Nash. Okay, it's gonna occlude. It's going north.
It was moving east,
I
northeast,
know.
and now it's trying to lift north.
Yeah, big tornado now. Okay, big tornado. Is Jeremy getting back out of there? Okay, have him get back and get east. Hey, he can't go north, can he? Okay, Justin, have him get back east and then get north. Yeah, the tornado's on the ground here. This is going to be a strong tornado. Go back to
we here at Ludi, we got T5 Hill.
Yeah, cross 64.
It's
tornado.
damage.
Doing damage, crossing 64, going to the north. That's the debris. Ignore this other blue. This is what we're looking at right here. There it is. That's the debris from the tornado. That tells you it was producing down here. That's what the shot was Jeremy. We were looking at.
It looks like there's something maybe.
Video and have him freeze that.
I can't tell how far away it is now. Maybe a little north of you.
All right, so that's the debris. Now it's up to here. Let's go back to velocity data. This is going to be a strong tornado on the ground. Strong tornado on the ground right here. Okay, let's back out of this. Again, nothing, point out, nothing headed for Oklahoma City. This is we're going to miss for us. We're not getting this, but our friends in the Northwest are much tighter. Okay, so.
When this goes over,
I'm going to bring that back up on a different browser. I have to do it this way so I can split left and right. This is getting too confusing. I'm going to be splitting left and right ears.
Well, you saw me where they're south of the river. They were thinking it may turn to the right, so they're staying where they can go back south if they have to in a hurry. 26 clear.
All right, now I got to go here, and I got to set the other browser.
74 and 60.
Wow.
Jordan away.
Strong tornado. At least an EF2.
Okay.
Squad 1 to 26. It looks like it has moved either north or east of us, but it has cleared up tremendously here.
Audio input D. Input D. Go.
92.
And David.
26 to Texola.
Okay. Tornado on the ground. Strong tornado. If you're not in the lowest level, center part of the house, you could be severely injured or worse.
26 to 04. If you got anybody over there at Texola, you may go ahead and reach back out to them.
This is in Northwest Oklahoma still, and this is a strong tornado.
See what I can do.
South David, 2750 road. and 2:30.
Yep.
And
Right
then
now
I'll
it
zoom
is.
out. Right now it is.
Moving northeast. It's going to Holly, right? It's going to cross Highway 11. Your left side. Yep. It's going to go to Holly and Gilbert. Okay. Lots of folks live out here. Lots of farms. This is
Quad 1 to Texola.
Okay. If you're at home, you're by yourself, you're listening and you're watching right now. We're online. We're on TV. We're everywhere. You need to be thinking about where you're going to go. You got to go now. Lowest level center part of the house. That tornado is a strong tornado, and it is on the ground. Okay? All right? It's going to go northwest of Nash. You folks in Nash, take a deep breath. You're okay. But if you have friends and family that live to the north of Nash, between there and Holly, which is just north of 132, you got to go to your safe spot, lowest level.
What
you got to
now?
Go okay? You don't have much time. This thing is trying to kind of pull to the north again. Same as the cyclone has been on the
26, Wellington, SO.
70, 75, 80 miles, whatever.
Let me adjust these times.
Go ahead.
Better track here.
Yep. Is he, Justin, is he good? Justin, is he good? Is he moving?
Okay, there you go. Kita is the next one down the line.
Yep.
Depending on how this goes. 19.
Yep. So again, this is going to be the tornado on the ground right here northwest of Nash. 1, 2, 3 miles. There's the tornado crossing the farm road east 2020 and north-south road 2760. Tornado. 2020, 2760. That's the tornado. Moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. Strong tornado doing damage. Okay? So we've had at least a half dozen tornadoes today. And that continues on the ground right now.
See the hook in there, it's fine. And then the shower is coming up in it. I think
201 to, I mean, 204.
disrupted, but it's not doing it yet.
No, but look how it pulled it in.
It did.
So there's going to be some influence from the rain and storms to the south, okay? But man, this supercell, I mean,
All right,
she has been a monster. No doubt about it. I mean, this storm has eaten several other storms like an appetizer at dinner. Big deal. It's eating other storms up. It's gobbling them up.
Yeah, it's, we're right here at your house, and it looks like it's all going east now. We're just getting some rain and just a little bit of hail here.
In a drain, turning it upside down, if you will, just letting the water flow the other way, and it just pulls everything in. Look at the coupling here. Awesome. See that again. Back and forth. Look at that. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so that is on the ground doing damage, going to Holly, Sand Creek, Waukeeta, Gilbert, Holly and Gilbert for sure.
You have to turn right real hard to make it to Medford, but I mean...
No, yeah. Boy, man, I think it included even more. I think it's making it.
Looking farther north.
It's almost due north.
Here, I'll zoom in a little tighter here. Give you a lapse of the last 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Boy, that it passed off just south of the tower site.
Go ahead. What's your 20?
Okay.
I'm about 2 miles north of you. Between the snow and turn off and Moody.
Yep, it's right near that tower site. But it did pass off just south of it, maybe a couple miles south of it.
So let's get a storm.
Turned east and west
On this particular
towards Needwood.
Yeah, if we can. There's your hook. Take it from that, obviously. And
10-4.
Yeah, you can see the hook in there. Look at it. You can still see it.
My radar shows
Incredible.
on the east side right now.
This will take it more northerly.
That's 10-4.
I'll move it around. Let me get it
I'll see you in just a minute.
Yeah. So you can get an idea in case it wiggles and wobbles.
Okay.
So,
Oh, she's got a little wiggle in her.
I know. Keeps wiggling.
Did you say I know?
I know. My keeper comes out every now and again
Every now
when
and then.
things start happening. So Waukeeta at 10:22.
These guys are a little bit jocular for the situation, but that's just my opinion.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does. There's Medford.
We may be able to get some trophies. I think some of these think they can go to Needwood and go all the way to the backside of Texola.
All right, so there it is. Again, that's the area.
We got to get that course to Texarkana.
Right here. Again, there's your
Yeah,
spin.
they might
There's
get
Holly.
lost back
There's
here
Sand
in the
Creek.
ditch.
Okay, so this is the problem here. Let's do a storm
They're
track
trying it.
links to control room. And
So this is taking it further
It's
north
moved
and then
north. Look at that. It's moved north.
Onto.
onto
Where we have it.
links to control room.
There's a small airport coming up on the left, but it should miss that. That's right where that radar is.
And then we're up into Kansas, all right?
Keep shifting it south
10:22.
just in case it turns and does something crazy.
Right.
Just to include Medford. So Medford at
Oh,
10:30.
thank you, Wendy. I appreciate that. Thank you very
This
much.
is way to your west. Now,
Thank you,
if this
thank
misses,
you.
We still have to worry about the other storms farther
Probably
south.
have to buy a
Let's back
sound
out.
card with that. I'm having some
These are
issues.
that's a super
But
cell.
it's hanging in there now. I think it might have been the
That's
wire I
left. Let's not
changed
worry about
out.
that coming into Capron.
But thank you very much for
We're getting
that.
down
Appreciate
right
it.
now. There's a lot of interaction going on with the other
Hi,
storms coming
Ed.
into it. But right now, it looks like to us it is still on the ground. We have been tracking it mile by mile. Jeremy Carter has been giving you play-by-play, minute by minute, with
Hour by
on
hour.
the ground. And did we get that video, Kylie? The last video of the bigger. Okay. Whenever they get that flipped around, that'd be great. Okay, so hail sizes have come down. Nickels and dimes, quarters, some golf balls.
But they've come up with the Cleo Springs storm.
Yeah, that's coming up. What's that look like? Go back to reflectivity on that.
Okay.
Yeah, there you got a little wiggle. Yeah. There it is. Okay. And go to shear rate on that.
Right. And it's very near.
Squad 1 to 201.
Tornado
Sure.
earlier.
Why not? Okay.
Go
So
ahead.
there's your tornado. Northwest of Nash, 1, 2,
Do
3
you want us
miles.
to head back to Sam Norwood,
Yeah,
or
it's
do you
still,
want us to stick
it's still
around, or
doing
what do you want
this
to do?
right now. I think it's going to do what it did earlier.
What was it doing
I think it
there
gets pulled
north?
into it, and
North
then
Street corner?
after that we'll see. I think it comes
Rain's
into it.
lightened up.
It's amazing
It's,
how that shower is
way
being
better
pulled
than
up into it,
was.
and it's
It looks
managing
like
to
the
stay away
storm to
from
me
the
from
Yeah,
the lightning.
that's-
I mean, it should have been absorbed. You shouldn't be able to see the hook right now.
I think that's what it's doing. It's pushing away.
Yeah.
It's trying to get away, but it's going to get pulled in. It's coming in too fast. Oh my gosh, look at that. Watch how it went. Now it's doing this. It's
Yeah.
closer to the radar site, okay? Wow.
What, within a mile, just over a mile away?
Yeah.
And that hole that you see is called the cone of silence. That is where the radar.
It is 1 mile from the radar site.
Radar is located in the middle of that.
You have no data. And the closer you are to the radar, when you're a half mile away, the data gets a little bit because you're so close.
Yeah, see that circle, that purple circle that turns
on
yellow?
the ground.
That is actually the
Which is
blackout
good and
circle.
bad. I mean, you can see what it's doing, but if it goes over this, you lose it. I know, pretty crazy. That's just how radars work. Okay, and again, this is the
I'm
tornado.
trying to warn them to go the
lifting
other way, but they're
north-northeast
not
now.
listening.
So, man, at least I think it's going to be like the other one. I mean, look what it's done.
All right, guys, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. We do this every night at 9 p.m. and when news breaks. And we're also going to be here doing long hours this weekend if it warrants it. Either storms, the war, the protests, whatever's going on.
Tornado warning on that.
We even cover manhunts and police actions and science stuff and space weather, and it's amazing.
Go ahead and zoom
You
on the
already
roads.
missed what's already went by.
Not when the roads come out the Texas Panhandle.
No rain, no hail, no nothing.
No roads here. And you got to get down here to get the other road, so they're going to have to. I'll tell you what, Justin, is Tom headed south on 30? Are you on? I
I'm
don't hear you.
waiting to see how it was coming because
Okay.
it was
Lapse
heading
it.
towards northeast, towards Eric or Texola.
Okay. Yeah, okay, zoom back in here. Real quick, I want to see what it's doing. Zoom back on the roads here. I'm sorry, please, just real quick. Let me see. Okay, he's got farm roads. Justin, get him at least out to the border. I don't think you can cross. I don't think the roads go into Texas.
Yeah. Okay.
But at least, you know what I mean? He has room here.
Yeah, he has about 3 miles.
Yeah, that's better than no miles. So get him at least west. Don't go to, turn back reflectivity back on.
Okay.
Let me just see. Okay. Yeah, we have some roads in here. We got a little wiggle. We have some room. So yeah, not much, but they're going to have to get south. Right now, they're not going to see anything. They're just shooting through rain. So maybe keep one of them north, Justin. Keep one of them north and then get one south. And
Okay.
I tell you what, send Brandon south. Let Brandon get a close look at it because Brandon can bust and get back north. And keep Tom on the north side for now. Okay?
Yep.
All right, cool. That's a big storm here. Tornado. It has been confirmed on the ground doing damage in the Texas Panhandle, and that's headed into Oklahoma. Okay, so we're just tracking it. We're talking about it. You know about it. We know about it. We're watching it. And we have trackers all over. We've got 3 trackers out here right now. So we're swarming it. We're in it to win it, okay? All right, let's go back into northern Oklahoma. And tornado continues on the ground. Again, we're going to switch radars here. We're zipping and zapping and flopping and flipping.
So the storm near Aileen is severe.
Yep.
Big hail with that one.
Yep, hook on that developing. That's a supercell rotating.
And that's kind of tail end, Charlie, of that complex.
Yes.
So it has to be watched very closely.
Yep. And this has, so in other words, south of here, this is the southernmost storm. There's no, now this, storms have moved through here, so the air is a little bit worked over, but the low-level jet, the low-level winds, several thousand feet up, are so strong that that can overcompensate for any messing up of the atmosphere that we've done with the other storms that have gone through, because we've taken some of the energy out of the atmosphere, rain-cooled air, yada, yada, yada. So it's not like this is the first storm of the day. It's a little bit worked over, but you have a low-level jet several thousand feet up, working into the south, sometimes that will give you a lot, or just a little bit. What I'm saying is it can overcome a lot with that low-level jet. So that might try to produce something. Okay?
26 clear, thank you.
Okay, so the tornado does continue, and it's now here. Look, it went
Due north.
straight north. There's the tornado. That's what we said. It's occluding. How it's going. It's moving from
47,
straight south to north.
26.
So I know we always say, you know, the way the tornado was this. Not always. These things
About the
occlude.
last time you saw it.
These things, you know, sometimes they occlude sometimes. And that's also the winds and the atmosphere.
10,
There's
15
a certain
minutes
layer
ago,
of
it was
wind
going across
that
83.
sometimes let this happen.
Okay, still
And
north of Norwood or south of where?
Still doing damage.
Yeah.
Up until
It was
about
basically going
That's
northeast
debris.
and east,
That's still debris.
Norwood, but then it turned and was
It's still
going
on the
almost
ground.
due east.
it's still just as strong.
It kind of toward
Yeah.
Natewood down there.
Still on the
Charlie's
ground,
old
right
place.
here. Tornado, right here.
Between
Lifting
there and
almost due
Texas.
north, going right down Farm Road.
Yeah, okay, that's not what I want
277.
to hear, but that's what it'll take.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right,
sure,
so
not good, but my radar
Ted, you're
shows
in.
it's trying to
You are now
play
watching the
out,
news
but
tonight at
I
10
don't know.
o'clock.
I never trust them
Thank
things.
you. We're online. We're on everything.
Time I trust us, we
We're on
get past
TV.
we get on
Are
other
you on
things.
drugs?
Not. Does anybody know? Because we're everywhere. And thank you for watching this. Am I right, Kyler? I think I'm right. All right, so we have the monster storm up here that's produced multiple tornadoes this evening. And then we have the new storms coming into the southwest, and these are still severe, still producing tornadoes in the Texas Panhandle as they come into western Oklahoma. We'll get back to that. We have trackers on it. We're going to be all over it. Okay, hang on a second. Let's get back to the north now. And we got to get this thing up into Kansas, and they can happen. But right now, tornado continues on the ground now right here just to the east of the Great Salt Plains Lake. Here's Holly. There's the tornado. And wow, this thing is put on a clinic tonight, man. You can look at this radar data for days and
It's
go, wow.
gone over 60 miles, probably closing in on 70 miles
Yeah.
now, just continuous, not tornado on the ground the entire time,
No.
but off and on, dropping tornadoes.
Yeah. Yeah,
And it's still going.
for sure.
I don't remember what time it started, but we're 10 o'clock now and still looking at it having to go
Yeah,
all the way through Grant County.
yeah. Yeah, it's going to go right up 132. It's going right up 132 or all along or west of 132. So tornado warning for you folks. Again, this is going to be north of Nash. If you live, again, up 132, you got to go to your safe spot, lowest
Squad
level.
one,
You
go
live in a
ahead.
mobile home, a trailer, a pre-built home,
What's your
whatever.
20?
You cannot stay in that. You cannot ride a tornado out. Those people that are
back
injured
to
and or fatalities occur from weak tornadoes
Yeah,
that hit
10-4. I think this moved
mobile
on
homes.
out in that old
Trailer,
open country to the
okay?
east.
The weaker tornadoes are the ones that cause the most injuries or deaths. Okay? Big ones are easy.
10-4, we're gonna
Kinda
go back
think,
and check
it's a
on
weak
Norwood.
tornado, I'm fine. No. If you're in a
Thanks,
built-
Raymond. I appreciate that, buddy.
home,
Right now,
on the ground,
Sawyer, you're out.
Foundation.
you know,
It's been a while since we've done storm coverage. I enjoy it.
You're going to be good. Interior, small bathroom, interior closet, okay? All right, so by the way, you're not going to see this tornado. You're just going to hear it. The wind's going to get loud and boom. You're not gonna see
26,
it
25.
Rain, wrapped in heavy rain. Heavy rain.
Go ahead.
I know it's
looking
supposed to
back your
rain
way,
on-
anything?
looks like at least a little bit, might have weakened.
No rain,
South.
hardly any wind.
Still-
Storm chasers.
Still could be on the
Line
ground.
of them still headed y'all's way.
The actual velocity has come down.
Not as strong.
And there's not the tight coupled at the moment. And it is
Alright,
being
yeah, I'm
influenced by
gonna
the
soon
storm.
talk to Larry, and then
Exactly.
we're gonna be
It's
heading
all the
back to
storms
the
cropping
station.
up. Look how it's
Yeah.
kind of pulling those in.
Yeah.
And now it doesn't have that warm air to the south that's feeding into it. It's that rain cool air feeding into it.
Yeah. Yeah. Can it, just low level jet overtake that.
Yeah, just slow these up too.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
would be
look at it.
northern Oklahoma Skywarn.
Wham! Eats it. Here's the hook, right? There's your hook, and then this whole thing just comes right into it. Boom.
You can see that in the stream,
This thing's gobbled up. I don't know how many, 2, 3 storms tonight.
at least.
Yeah, it's just devouring everything in its path. Storms, doesn't matter. Multiple tornadoes, multiple vortex tornadoes. This storm's getting stronger. It is now severe. Going to have some quarters, maybe some golf balls, and it's going to head up towards the Great Salt Plains. Quarters, golf balls in that now, just west of McQuilly. There is a little bit of a hook on it, a little bit of shear, spin going on. Right there, just east of Carmen, going down Highway 8. It's going to head up towards across 64, head to the Great Salt Plains. Shear rate's coming up. Okay, got to watch that, you folks in Cherokee. I know this went to your east tonight, but you got to watch this down to your south. It'll probably go to your east, but it's going to be close. Okay? All right, so tornado warning continues again for north of Nash. Headed up, it's going to cross, it's going up 132, and then there it's going to cross Highway 11. The tornado is going to be right.
Is that, yeah, it is. Is that the hole of the hook right there?
Yep. Turn on shear rate.
I'm getting there.
It's almost too close.
Yeah, it is. The
There
map
it is.
shot shows it, yeah.
There it is, yep. What about CC?
I just looked. If I take it back, you can kind of follow the circulation, and
Yeah,
I
there
don't
it is.
see from there. That
Right.
might be right here. It's
You do?
close, but it is still tornado warned, very rightfully so, because it hasn't weakened nearly enough to say that it can't produce a tornado if it isn't
Yeah.
right now. It's close to, could be on the ground at the moment, but it's slowly been on a downward trend.
Yeah. No,
The last 10 minutes, which is good news.
yeah, no, we're good. I mean, we're better.
We're better.
We're not
yes.
good.
Not good yet.
Good night, everybody. We're great. No, we're better, at least as far as the strength of the storm. So how many power outages?
It was over 600 in Fair. Okay, now here come the alfalfa one. I can show you that right here
Yeah,
if you want.
show us that. Bring that graphic
Okay.
up real quick. Again, Alfalfa County,
Alfalfa County, also Major County,
100,
and
400.
Grant.
So 4, 3, 1,200, 1,300 customers. So, times 3 or 4, several thousand people without power right now. And this is where the tornadoes have been, right here. Right where the power outages are, right where we've had the tornadoes tonight. So
26 Wellington, that's all this unit's going to be Lee and Moody headed back to
all right, and
Sumner
where
County,
the area of
Kansas.
spin has been all evening. This is taking you back the last 2 hours. And it started spinning down near Canton Lake, right? There's your supercell rotation swath. Look at that. Tells you the whole story right there, right? That's big time. Let me show you some of the video. We have some new video here, and we've got a ton of video. This is from Jeremy Carter, though, and he had it live on the air when it was on the ground. But look at this video here. We kind of look. There's your tornado, and this was backed by Helena and Goldtree, right? Just south of Helena. There's the tornado, and again, remember, this is his night camera, and we froze it. So
No, David, I'm mistaken. That's whenever he was south of Jet, and it was coming between Jet and Nash.
oh yeah, that was a little farther north.
Further
That was the
north.
first. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the latest one. That's the tornado.
Yes.
That's a serious tornado. I mean, we were looking at winds in here, 120 miles an hour. You're thinking, it looks like a quarter mile wide. Well, it could have been an eighth of a mile wide, sure.
That's the damage he ran into.
Yeah. And it
Power
does,
line pulls down.
right. And to bring those down, you got to get your winds over 100. So that's what we were saying. EF2, give or take. There might have been some pockets of EF3, maybe. But EF2, I think EF1, yes. EF0, yes. EF1, yes.
All right, I've added 3 more fire departments in the path of this thing.
We've had that today. We've had that this week. Okay, but that's what it looked like. Freezing Jeremy's shot. Okay, back to New Hook development. Here, I'm not sure. It's going to be right here.
Right, yeah, that's what I was just looking at. It's
Yeah.
storm near Carmen, northeast of Carmen, and that's
Yeah.
also heading up towards Nescatunga, Cherokee, and Jet. Dang it, I will always say it. Great place to be. Never gone to family, Salt Plains, Great Salt Plains, dug through the crystals, it's amazing.
Again, I don't think there's any scanners right where that is there, but I'm just north of it in Kansas right now.
Lake, and then, yeah.
It's really cool. And people forget about the town. Everybody comes up and does their thing, and then kind of
Right.
probably what they want anyway. Okay, so severe storm now. East of Carmen, Hook developing here.
Nope,
tornadic,
there's
not yet.
nothing.
Okay, watch it. The
Major
environment is
County,
the same.
Woods County,
Not quite as
Alfalfa
examples as they
County.
were. Okay,
There's
so we have
nothing.
the tornado still on the ground up here now.
No
Let's
scanners.
get the hook back in here. Let's look at. Okay, it's definitely not as strong as what it was. It's still there, but it's come down.
That's the most disorganized or the weakest it's been.
Yes, and that's all because it ate that other storm from earlier. So, Lacey, let's back out of this and let's show the folks at home what it looked like. If you're just now joining us here, we've had that storm has produced multiple tornadoes. It has been rotating for about 70 miles. It produced a multiple vortex tornado that crossed Highway 60 west of Cedar Springs, another tornado near Nash, and we had multiple tornadoes between Cedar Springs and Major County and Nash up in Alfalfa County, and that whole span in there is about 60 miles, but that tornado path off and on was 30 to 40 miles, not on the ground continuously. It cycled up and down, up and down, up and down, okay? But this is Fairview. This is when the tornado warning.
At 8 o'clock p.m.
8
2
o'clock.
hours ago.
Now watch. Let's go ahead and lapse this and watch the hook. Boom, 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 hook, boom. Look at that. Oh my gosh, look at that. Mrs. Orienta, Mrs. Cleo Springs. I mean, it missed every town tonight.
It was headed towards Helena.
Miss Helena, and then it ramped up again, northwest of Helena, produced there, weakened, and then
This is when it
cycled.
might have been our strongest.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive. And then here we go, another hook, south of Jet, tornado. And then here we go. This comes into it. It ate another storm earlier. This comes into it, and now we have this mess. Big supercell with, again, still a hook and the possibility of a tornado.
You know, I got to tell you guys, I say this all the time. We're coming into tornado season, and in a few months after that, we come into hurricane season. And I think it's important to note right now, since we're right at the cusp of both of these seasons, that yes, I recommend you buy a Baofeng radio. I'll write you a program and send it to you. It really takes me 5 minutes. I'll write you a program. If you're one of my regulars, you tell me the name of your town and your county and your state, and I will program everything into that radio and send you a list of what's in it. And it'll even have the channel names on it and everything. It'll have all the NOAA weather radio, FRS, GMRS, MURS, Marine Band, amateur radio repeaters in your area, businesses, power companies, fire, EMS, law enforcement, if they're still using those older frequencies. But the point is the neat thing about the Baofeng or the TYT or the Radiodity or whatever you buy, and I probably at this point would recommend about 3 different ones. I'd recommend the UV17, the UV25, or the UV32. All 3 of those radios you can program yourself with the programming cable that comes with it for 40 or 50 bucks. You can even get them for 30 bucks if you want a little cheaper radio. And you can program these radios to have everything in there, and then when something happens, you have a way to call out, and you also have a way to listen to what's going on. It's also good for those lonely nights when the power's out and your phone's running dead and you want to know what's going on. It works great. And then, you can buy or make you a little throw antenna for it, put your little antenna on the roof and actually quadruple your range. There's all kinds of stuff you can do with it. But the neat thing is it gets terrestrial FM radio and it gets the NOAA weather radio. Those are the 2 big ones. You can find out what you need to know from your local radio station, your talk radio station, or from your either there or from NOAA weather radio. And then if not from there, you would then go to the ham radio frequencies, the fire frequencies, the power company frequencies. There's a Marine Band, channel 16. There's so many things you could put in there to scan so that you could start getting an idea of what's going on out in the world. Yeah, there's a total of 10 NOAA frequencies, and I put all 10 of them in your radio. If I was programming a radio for you, it would have all 10 of the NOAA weather radio frequencies in it. And then you just select the one that's for your town. because you may be traveling one day and have that radio under your seat and there's a big storm coming. You can pull that out and just flip through those 10 channels, and whichever one comes in the best is probably the closest station. And I know I can stand on top of Mount Mitchell or Buckbald or somewhere like that, up on top of a mountain in North Carolina or Tennessee. I can actually stand up there with my portable radio and flip around and hear a NOAA weather radio on all 10 channels. So that's what's really cool. The Baofeng gives you a lot of range. If you've got let's say you've got a cellar or a storm shelter out in the backyard, an underground bunker, that's great. That's amazing. What you need to do is just go ahead and buy you a $40 Baofeng. Just buy it. And then just charge it up and put it down there. And then just literally buy or build your own little antenna to sit above terrain. And then that way, when you're down there, you can hear local radio, you can hear NOAA, you can hear everything. And I really suggest that. I will tell you, once you go down below ground, it's not going to work that well. But you can always run an antenna, a little antenna wire. You can literally just throw a piece of wire out on the grass and hook up the other end to the radio so that it can receive. Because remember, you're not talking on it, you're just listening. And then if you ever duty to make a Mayday call on it, if it's a life and death situation, you're allowed to use any channel in the radio. So, you know, it's one of those things. It does give you a lot of options. I strongly suggest people get one of those for their family. Get a couple of them. If I had a basement and a vehicle, you know, different things, I would probably have 3 or 4 of them, and I would even have them programmed with a certain channel on channel 1 that would be our family channel that we would all go to. Use a GMRS frequency or something. There's the channel we're all going to go to if there's an emergency, and you can buy the radios. You know, even those new ones they're selling that's supposed to work everywhere, they won't work everywhere. The only thing that works everywhere is local radio, and that's when you and your friends all have these little radios and you have a common channel that you go to for emergencies. You know, if you had a friend that was, say, 3 or 4 blocks away, you guys could buy 2 of these radios for $35-40 a piece, buy a $25 antenna to stick on your roof, and you guys could talk crystal clear on these things. And I could help you do it legally. Yep, Crowbar. Yeah. The ones I mentioned, the UV32, the UV25. I don't have my camera on right now because I wanted to pull them down and show you. But the UV32, the UV25, they're great because they transmit on 2 meter, 1.25 meter, which is 220 band, and also 440, which is UHF or 70 SEMS. They broadcast on all 3 of those frequencies, and they receive in 2 different modes on 6 different frequencies. Now, if you want more than that, you can buy the Radtel 880 or the 990. The Radtels will actually, they'll receive way down into the HF bands. So many of them will actually receive an upper and lower sideband, and AM, FM, different things. I've got one of those too. It works great. But I will tell you, when it comes to just a regular, you know, daily radio, the UV25 or the UV17, yeah, I don't do the digital modes. I don't do the DMs because that's digital modes. Yeah, the DM32 is great, but I don't do digital modes, so mine's a UV32. There you go. I mean, if you've got digital in your town, there's not much digital in this town. They don't really have much at all going on for digital in this town. So I don't really care about it. I don't use it, so I don't care. Yeah, that's a big one, neighbor. FM terrestrial radio stations like the one I work at. What we do at my work, when it gets really bad, we have the big TV station in town that people turn to when there's a big storm. And so what we do is we lock our station on that and just leave it. And during big storms, we lock all 15 of our stations now on Wink News and just leave it on. And so when you're in this town, you will hear what's going on. You know, that's what's cool about it. When we have hurricanes or tornadoes coming in, most of the radio stations will go to some kind of news format. But yeah, so you when you got that Baofeng down there with you in the shelter, like I said, police, fire, EMS, you may, if you're in a small town in Kansas, chances are your fire departments are still using VHF. If not, they may still simulcast their tones on VHF. Or maybe there's other things in your town. Everything from ambulances to taxi cabs to the power trucks. I got the power trucks in my town. I can listen to them going out, running trouble, as they call it. And so, it's just a good thing to have that ability. You don't ever have to talk on it. You don't have to have a license to own it, and you don't have to have a license to talk on it if it's a confirmed life or death emergency. Don't have them show up and say, hey, yeah, I couldn't find him, but we found him, he's cool. It's got to be a real life and death emergency, but if it is, you can call on Marine 16, one of the only channels the government actually monitors with any regularity. And you can also call on a ham radio frequency. You can call on different things, and you can get the help that you need. Yeah. Again, I don't get into any of that. Yeah, but I get you. I like APRS. I contributed for a while to one of the deals, but I do like it because with APRS, it gives you propagation data. In fact, on this screen, I got a screen in here right now where I can see the VHF propagation, and that comes from APRS. Well, William, I try. I try to keep up with it. I mean, come on. Yeah, I mean, I don't keep up with it, but I try. I like, I'm really into radio stuff. I'm just really into it, and I love it. And I think everybody should own one of those. Because you know what? They're cheap. And you know what's fun? If you go out with your buddies on a boat, you'll have all the marine channels. You can go in there and use those and talk to your buddy, and he can turn there's certain channels you can use as like just a bullshit channel. And you just look up what channels you can use, and then you switch over, and he switches over, and you guys can use those marine channels with your little radio that you bought. You got a buddy that's got those little FRS radios, the blister pack radios from Walmart. Those channels are in there too. You can talk to them on those. The GMRS radios, the like $60, $80 ones that are more expensive, that are nicer, that go further, those frequencies are in there too. And it's really neat. And all your ham radio repeaters will be in there too. Those can be programmed in. Hi, Mama. What you doing, big girl? Mama kitty. Mama kitty. All this weather got you down, huh? It's no big deal, really. It's just a little bit of weather. The scanner quieted down, didn't it? Wow. I put on a bunch of scanners, too, and I don't hear anything. I got them turned up. Weird. I was thinking the same thing, Mama. I wonder if something happened because they're all saying play. I wonder what happened. They keep popping up on the wrong screen, and they act like they're not playing. I hate that. How did that happen? Mama, I'm really busy right now. You have no idea. I know, you're not used to me being busy. Oh, wait, you are used to me being busy. What's the problem, Mom Key?
Still a ways away. We're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, what, 15 miles? 15, 16, 17 miles, give or take?
Measure close
20?
20, yeah.
Okay, so you got a little bit. You got a little bit of time. Wow, look at that. That is the tornado. That's the debris being lofted from the tornado, several thousand feet up. Okay, let's go to Jeremy Carter. And Jeremy is close to it. I saw what you're doing before, box. Look at that. Look at, wow. He's on that storm, isn't he? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's on it like flies on a turd.
You are hot. You are live. We have your shot. Look at the bowl now. Look at the right side of the bowl. Wow. Okay.
I mean, is that not?
Yeah.
Is that not an incredible shot, David?
Incredible.
We're gonna go here to Pond Creek, and we're gonna try to get back north, try to catch this thing again. I really didn't know if I was gonna be able to get back up here, but we found a way. So we're gonna get close, try to get there and get a view of it for all the viewers, and try to see if we can see another tornado. Back to you, David.
Jeremy, one more time. Take a closer look. To us, it looks like it's either on the ground or very close to being back on the ground. We have debris lofted. We did just about 1 minute ago. It looks like it's right. It's going to be on that north side or that right side of what you're looking at. To me, that's where it's all tightened up and focused right now. On the right side of your shot. You see any power flashes? You see anything on the ground?
No, and I've been looking, Just
Herman,
seeing the
if you
screen,
send it to me
I will
with
tell
your,
you it's probably a power flash.
I can help you with
see
it.
under the
I
window,
can make a program and
but right
send
now
it to
I've got
you
time
and
to
show you
go
how
back
to
to
do
my
it. It's
web.
really not that
And you
big a
know how that
deal.
messes with your mind.
It's
It
actually pretty
gives you
easy.
the illusion of something being on the ground when it's possibly not. I couldn't say for sure, 100% just yet, David.
The
Back to you.
program is called
Nice
Chirp.
job.
You can
Great job,
download it right
Jeremy.
now and start
Good
playing
job
with it.
tonight. Okay, we have a lot going on, folks.
And I,
We
like I
tornado
said,
one,
I'll
more
build you a
tornado
program
around.
and send it to
We're
you.
this
I'm
close.
really
The
good
bowl
with
was on
that
the ground about 2
program.
minutes ago. It might have lifted. And let's just do this together. This is the right side of the mesocyclone there. A little small feeder band coming in.
You
from
have the
right.
radio shipped to
And this thing
you.
goes 50,
I'll build
60,000
the
feet up,
program
right?
and
Your
send you
plane's
the
5,000,
program, and then you
5,000
just
feet up, you're about half
program
distance.
it. And
Okay, the
I'll walk you
velocities
through it. I'll
inside
send
here
you the
are crazy.
instructions. It's
And this
really
is
like
due
3
north,
steps.
David.
It's
Blue
really,
level
really
spring
easy.
Okay, it is spinning. Obviously, it's a supercell rotating thunderstorm. This is a new storm. This is not the old one that produced multiple tornadoes. This is a new one, and it's still on the ground. It looks like, or it has just lifted. Okay, let's go back to
Links 2.
control room.
Bloody hell, links
Yeah,
too.
toolbox.
Yeah, just to kind of show that everything's lining up. There's the debris, shear rate, velocity, and then you can see the hook with
Okay.
this supercell.
Look at the flanking line coming out of the hook. Man, during the day, it'd be a big, long line of towering
Yeah.
cumulus going off to the south, and that low-level jet ripping into it. That's what that is right there.
Looks like it's going north.
It is moving due north. That's what we're saying.
Yeah, go ahead and lapse it.
Here, I'll take it back and kind of lapse
Yeah, you're
it
fine.
here. There you can see in
Okay,
the
north,
debris
northeast.
has been showing up for over 3.
Oh, that's cool. 4 boxes.
North northeast.
North-northeast.
Now on County Road, the north-south is 2886, and it is basically a mile and a half south of Highway 11.
Highway 11. That's the tornado. That's the debris from the tornado, and that's the tornado.
And I'm just going to zoom out so you can
Right.
kind of see towns.
Okay, it's going to Clyde. It might miss Clyde, but if I'm in Clyde, I'm not taking a chance. If I live in between Clyde and Wakita, I'm thinking
And what
about
are
it.
you doing back
Where
there?
to go? Safe spot, lowest level. But if you are right now, like again, east of Gilbert, between Gilbert and Clyde, from
What are
here
you
north
doing?
up to 11 and north of Highway 11, lowest level, center part of the house.
Back there.
Again, home that is anchored to the ground, to a foundation, center part of the house, lowest level. You can go there. You'll be fine. Interior bathroom, interior closet. Put on the bicycle helmet, grab yourself up blankets, go to that bathroom, center part of the house, lowest level. If you live in a mobile home, modular home, pre-built home, you're going to have to get out of that. If this is headed towards you, you cannot ride that out. Most, I guess, injuries
That
and
was me.
mortalities are from weaker tornadoes hitting mobile homes and things like that. So just keep that in mind.
Back on links 1, Dave. Oh, I just
Okay.
updated. I measured.
You ready to go out?
Yeah.
It was about 110.
Okay. Back to
date.
links 1. Okay.
And now I'll take it back and kind of see how it's updated here.
Okay. Here it
The
is.
direction that it's moving.
That's the tornado right here. Okay, that's the tornado right here. And what do we have on wind speed? What's that, right?
White 35.
Yeah.
Why won't this thing loop?
So over 100. So this
Loop,
would be,
damn you!
you know, a lower, I'll never say weaker, but a weaker lower end tornado.
I said loop.
They're all bad, but you know, this would be a, this is not like
Oompa Loompa.
3 or 4 or 5, okay? It's not that, but it's still a dangerous storm. Tornadoes on the ground crossing Highway 11 right now. For our friends, again, in northwest Oklahoma, again, this is on the ground right here, crossing Highway 11, going to Clyde, or just west of Clyde. It's almost to the Kansas border. How far away? 20 miles away? Might be give or take.
Yeah, 15.
15 miles away. Okay. All right, so that's the tornado there. Let's go back into southwest Oklahoma.
Okay.
And let's see what's happening. By the way, that storm there is coming up. We got to watch that. But this is moving over the same areas of storms that have been worked over. So that might not ramp up enough. This is in completely uncontaminated air, low-level jet. This might go for a while. Okay? All right, so what radar are we on
This
here?
is Frederick. Yeah.
Well, one way to find it out. Let's
What
wait, have
county
people
is
in the field.
Texola?
Right under it.
Okay, let's go to Tom Pastrano and bring Tom in here. And Tom, it looks like it's, man, right out your door. It's hard to tell. It's kind of messy looking at the data here. It looks like it's either on or just north of you, possibly like maybe a half mile north of you. What do you think? Give me an update.
Beckham County.
Yeah, messy's a really good term. I've had some very erratic winds. About 5 minutes ago, I had really strong winds from the northwest, about 50. The hail hasn't been as big as I thought it was, so that might be a lot of the radar looking aloft at some of the hail. But I've only seen maybe up to quarter-size hail here just east of Texola. But I'm going to go a little bit east to kind of get out of the
I'm
rain
pulling up
and see what I
Texola's
can see.
scanner right now.
I'm kind of in the middle of everything, and I can't really get a good visual. I don't see any power flashes, and Texola still has power, so I'm going to head just a little bit towards the east back here.
Okay, all right, nice job. So Tom Pastrano is out here. Let's go to Brandon, and let me show you where Tom is, where Brandon is, where Jet is. And let's go back to Links 1. And, wow, that presentation up north is amazing. All right, Nicole, we're back to Links 1. So here's Brandon. Let's look, again, here's I-40. Tornado warning continues. For you folks in Mayfield, here's Eric Feedlot. Shear rate has a tornado, like I was saying, north of I-40. Let's go to Brandon Pennell. Brandon, it looks like it's going to be your northwest. It looks like it just crossed I-40. At least the circulation has. Shear rate still has it there. And what do you think? What do you see looking at that right now? Back to your northwest, maybe like 2.5 miles from you. Go ahead, Brandon Pennell.
Okay, Dave. Eric, and I'm...
Nope, he's got to get back to 40. Justin, he's got to get back to 40. It's just cell area is horrible out there. All right, so again, let's go back to Links 1. And this is Mayfield. This is where the circulation is now. And we'll get a storm track on this. Here's Eric Feedlot. It's to the northwest.
All right, I've just pulled up Sire Fire, Elk City Fire, EMS, Beckham County Fire. That's right in the area he's talking about where this new storm is. Right where those storm chasers are there.
Still, let me change radars. Here you go.
Still there.
Yeah, still there.
Still there. Still there.
It's weak. It is nothing. There's the debris ball has been showing up north, David, for about 6 miles.
Yeah. So again, let's back out of this.
I'll back out and show you where these are.
So,
yeah.
Mayfield, and then zoom back in just a little bit here. This misses Sayre, but Berlin, back down to Mayfield. Okay, you folks, again, be thinking about where you're going to go. Lowest level tornado warning continues for now. If it weakens, we can drop the warning, and then it's just a severe storm with some wind and hail. Nickel dime, quarter-size hail, maybe some golf balls, winds 50 to 60 miles per hour with that. And the tornado warning now is going to continue north of I-40.
Grant County has gone offline.
On the ground. Doesn't look like it to me right now. Let's go back to Links 2.
Okay.
Grant County Fire Scanner is offline.
Tornado on the ground. Tornado on the ground. There's the hook right there. There's the eye looking back at you like the eye of a hurricane where there's less reflectivity. That's the tornado there, and then there's the tornado there, north of Highway 11. Okay, tornado on the ground. That's damage. That's debris in the air. That's not Liquid or not ice. Everything else. A home, a barn, trees, grass, whatever you got.
From dance, the debris is 8,000 feet up. That's how high up
We know, dude. We watched The Wizard of Oz.
Pretty high. It can get a lot higher, but that's still respectable. All right, that's going to be EF2. Okay, EF2. Just looking at velocity data, looking at what we know. Okay. All right, crossing 280, Farm Road, 280 north-south, and just.
It's hard to tell because that one was on the ground for a while, but it was up and down a couple times.
Still with us. There's the other swath over there.
Look at it hanging out. That is so amazing how many storms this thing has pulled into it, and now that circulation got transferred.
I know.
What, 25 miles to the south of the storm?
Yeah, low-level jet is now, and our other storm is gone. I mean, it's there, but it's nothing like what it was. So, tornado continues. That's the old warning.
It is. That's why I turned this off. So I didn't have it turned on because the warning is with this cell right here coming up towards Clyde.
And this is the only tornado warning we have in northern Oklahoma. And
Ooh, there's a couplet.
Okay, the cylinder showing up.
That's a hell of a couplet.
For people in Renfro.
So there's Clyde. Here's Renfro. It's going to go closer to Wakita than it is Renfro, it looks like.
Yep.
So here's Wakita. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4 miles east of Wakita, or maybe 5. And there's the tornado right there. It looks like, yes, it is on the ground. What is CC? What does debris look like? It's just updated.
There you go.
Yeah, there's the tornado. There's the debris. So, again.
Cross Highway 11.
And cross the highway is a tornado. Cross Highway 11 again. Okay, what did we cross? Highway 60 earlier?
412.
60 and 412, and now Highway 11?
Now Highway 11.
3 highways have been crossed tonight by tornadoes in Oklahoma. Hello. Okay. All right. So there it is right there. That's debris. That's where the tornado is. The tornado is going to be obviously slightly behind this, but very close to it. Okay. There you go. Shear rate showing it. So if you live in Clyde, between Clyde and to the west and north, lowest level, center part of the house, you got to go now. Tornadoes on the ground doing damage. Doing damage right now. Okay. Lifting into, again, Grant County. It goes west of Medford. Medford, you're good. Medford's good. Shape, look at that right there. And then Renfro, let's take a lapse here, Lacey.
Okay.
Lapse.
Unless it starts going due north again, it's very possible it's headed right towards Renfro at the moment.
Yeah.
And it may do that. It's done this multiple times, so it'll kind of get a northeasterly trajectory for a couple of miles, and then it starts to lift north.
And it wobbles, almost like an eye of a hurricane. There's so many things pulling on this in the atmosphere. Remember, this is just a big cylinder of air, and there's a lot of things pulling on it and pushing on it, so it will wobble. It's trying to pull in moisture. Because it's spinning counterclockwise, it's trying to be turned to the north, right? It's counterclockwise. It wants to go left, but then it's trying to pull back to the right, so it will wobble. And it's normal. Tornadoes are rarely just a straight line. Rarely just a straight line. You may look at it on a oh, there's where the tornado path was. You fly it or track it in a helicopter, they wobble. And sometimes they're big wobbles. They wobble like an eye of a hurricane, right?
Yeah,
All this going on, all the physics going on. So pretty cool stuff.
All right. This is continuing live coverage here on Starship Adventures. We are listening to scanners out of about 4 different counties right now that are either underneath or in the line of fire. We're also monitoring TV9 out of there, and also another one up there. I've been pulling up different ones. The TV stations that are covering this. There's all kinds of coverage on this. It's a big mess. We've got several of our other storm chasers out here on it as well. I am keeping that upper left view where we should have first light here before long in Tel Aviv, but we are keeping an eye on that. And it's the typical 3 protesters out there. ICE is deporting thousands of people a day, and only 3 people show up at the protest. So must not be that big a deal. All right. We're going to continue to watch this for... I'm over my past my bedtime here, but we're going to keep going for a little while longer.
That's what you don't want to see, okay? All right, let's go back to Jeremy Carter. And how close is he, Justin? Where is he on this shot? Don't see him. There he is.
He's just on the south side of Medford.
Man. Oh, that guy dinner for sure. Okay, let's go back to Jeremy Carter, give him that date. And Jeremy, tornado still on the ground. We have debris in the air. We still see debris. What do you see as you look back now to your northwest? It's Jeremy right now. I'll tell you what, Jeremy, you ought to get off of 81 if the roads aren't too bad and get a little farther north, like branch off and go north out of Medford. And not take 81, get off 81. The tornado's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's about 6 miles to your west-northwest. What do you see right now? I know you can see the storm, obviously, but you might want to get a little bit closer. Give us an update on what you see. Go ahead.
Let me come out of the north side of Medford real quick. I just now pulled into the heart of town. There's only like one stop sign, I think.
All right, this one in Grant now is, they've just updated this. It's now a considerable, particularly dangerous situation. Observed tornado now in Grant, Oklahoma. That's this one right here that we're looking at on the screen.
About 5 minutes, David, back to you.
All right.
I've got the scanner up for Grant, but I think it's gone down.
Great little town, by the way. You ever been there? It's a really cool place. Anyway, so right now, this is northwest of Medford.
Yeah, Grant scanner is offline.
Great.
Medford and Topeka.
Yep,
And
go
David,
back.
you saw the emergency there in
I got Bremen fire. That's coming up in a few minutes. I'll go ahead and put that on.
So there's always lines, a lot of folks that deal with sirens, sometimes lightning sensors or lightning knocks out power lines and will knock down sirens ahead of storms.
Right.
So no power right now is the report from Louisiana.
And also, again, some of those sirens are really, really old. You know, they have problems, and not all towns have sirens. So your phone, your TV, your phone is your TV. You can watch this. What's that?
We've been on these two.
Okay. So, yeah, all right. So here's the deal. There's the tornado now crossing K Road and North Road 2900 or 290. There's K Road. And 60. So that's weakened a little bit now. We're 67. We're roughly 80 miles an hour, 85. So it's still it's a weaker, much weaker circulation current. But there it is. It's still a tornado. Does it still have debris?
In the last scan, is it looking more north again?
Problem.
Okay, you still have some
Iraq and
debris.
Syria.
Yep. And that's, I mean, let me just measure this and take you back because
Less debris though. Less debris, which is good.
Debris, yes.
Okay, there's the tornado. Let's track it.
I mean, that was at 10:25.
So-
I mean, this thing is still.
Yeah. So it's 15 minutes on the ground. It's gone 7 miles. There's the debris. That's the tornado. Renfro, it might go to your west. It probably will. Right? There's the hook hanging out of it.
It's
down
been
the side.
favoring more north than
North,
east.
It's right here. Okay. So
It's definitely favoring more north than
tornado.
east.
Another report from the emergency manager. Just give you a location.
By the way, they didn't have a tornado in Wakita.
No, just with the storm coming
Yeah.
through.
Yeah, they had the wind.
Wind and
Lightning and all that.
this is going to be conflict emergency manager again. Power lines and a tree down. Some structure damage at 860 in Harper. So we can go back and find that in a minute. But that's another area of some damage.
County to unit C advised. She made it into
I'll go back and find it while
Okay.
you're looking at this.
on 21 with her son.
Yeah, I don't see that. Okay, so hey, we'll jump back into southwest Oklahoma here, western Oklahoma, and we'll get back to that here in just a second. Let's go back to the west now. Tornado warning does continue. Something going up near Mutual, a little cell there, not a big deal. Storms near Morewood going up to Webb, those are going up. The tornado warning does continue for, again, western Oklahoma.
Go ahead.
Zoom back in here.
Okay.
Coulter, they went ahead and reissued the
Okay, here's
tornado
Mayfield.
warning for
Talked about
Berlin
Mayfield
and
earlier.
Dempsey. The supercell has weakened quite a bit, but this is environment's right for it to fire back up. But
It's messy.
looking at the radar, everything's
So-
going to be north of
Go ahead.
south.
I was just going to say that the tractors out there visually
Sounds good,
look a
thank
little
you.
bit disorganized, a little bit more elevated.
Yeah.
And then on radar, it has a little bit more of a northward movement, suggesting that it is elevated. It's not as rooted. So the cores have come down. So that's visually what they're seeing right now.
Yeah, I believe that. What What?
William, I
think I was looking at
suggest
just that
both.
last scan
You
there,
can
on that
listen
right,
and
this
text
backside.
on your phone,
On the activity, just
but
a little
also
bit of
watch on the big TV. That's what
that-
some people
that's
do.
kinda new.
It did have a little bit of a lowering, but it was more like a skittish, ragged, lifting motion.
Okay.
Not a well-defined mesocyclone.
Yeah.
The tornado warning is going to be extended up to Dempsey, Rose Hill.
I brought up the
Clinton,
I've been keeping it kind of low, but I brought it up just a little bit. The TV
the
station.
environment that it's moving into.
Yeah.
Look at all those
Remember, the
watches and
environment is
warnings
better
all
for
stacked on
tornadoes
top of each other.
As you get farther east, you got the low-level jet. It's better. As you get, am I right on that? I know. I think I am. But I mean, the winds are 50, 60 at the low levels just to our east. So that's what's feeding into
The
this thing.
estimates right now, are 40, 45.
Look at all the warnings
59,
right
that's
here.
for Woods County.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It's just got to go a little farther east. So we'll see. This could weaken, but once again, right now it's still tornado warned because it is still rotating enough, and the spin is enough that that's a problem. Okay. So let's talk about what's going on with. We'll get a storm track on this too, guys. Let's go ahead and put one on that. So quarter golf ball size hail. Okay. It's headed northeast. We're still doing 35 on this.
35, yeah, that's what I've been doing.
All right.
And I'm
So
just gonna put it on the
Yeah, I
left
think
edge
this
of the
it's
table
it's
now.
in a cycle here. I don't think it's on the ground anymore.
Yep. Okay, so kind of the leading edge. The hook is still back in here near Mayfield.
Which is kind of when you get the storm portion of it.
But we'll say Roger Mills Memorial Hospital, 11 o'clock. Cheyenne, 11:03. Leedy, 11:48. Camargo, midnight. We'll do Visay at 12:18. Taloga, 12:29. And Mutual at 12:33. Okay? So that's your timeline on this. And this, again, is pushing, once again, northeast at about 35 miles per hour. So once, if you're ahead of this, lowest level, center part of the house. Again, mobile home, pre-built home, trailer, you've got to get out. You got to move. You cannot stay in anything like that, okay? And again, you're thinking, well, that's a lot of area out here. I know, but damaging winds can overturn a trailer and hurt you, okay? So you got to be thinking about, okay, where am I going to go? You know, if I've got to leave my home or whatever. But if you're in a built home that's, attached to a foundation, built walls and things like that, center part of the house, lowest level, center part of the house, talking about the interior closet, small bathroom.
Roger
closet,
Mills
okay?
County. Let me see if I can
All right,
find
so
that.
once again, Cheyenne, 11:03, Leedy, 11:48, Visay at 12:18, and we'll do Sharon at 12:30. One of our
Roger
guys.
Mills.
I tell you what, let's go to Brandon. I just saw some nice lightning in Brandon shot. Let's go to Brandon Pennell and get an update. Brandon, I see the plates lined up, and there it is, but man, I tell you what, it's kind of a mess. Your storm is still severe, still tornado warned, but trying to get that localized area of where the exact strong circulation is, a little bit difficult right now looking at the storm. Go ahead, give us an update.
Yeah, David, that's right. So we've had to kind of reposition. We're headed east on I-40 to get back out in front of it due to the river. But as we look back off to the north and now look.
Uh-oh, I think we lost him.
Been completely disorganized, and now it's trying to slowly, I think, try to get itself back together. It looks a little bit better than what it did about 5 minutes ago, but it's still pretty broad. It's still pretty ragged. So it's struggling with the current environment that it's in. So we're going to get back out in front of it, and then we'll be there if it does anything crazy here in the next 15 minutes. Back to you.
Okay, all right, nice job. Okay, so Brandon Pennell again, right there, and he's out of the Beckham County storm that is tornado warned right now. Okay, all right, so let's go back to reflectivity here on links 1.
For
storm
watch, Roger was fully advising for storm watch.
Okay, let's go back to links 2. We'll come back to this. Just gave you that timeline, then went to Brandon. Let's go back to links 2. Look at the hook now. Okay, so here's Clyde.
Here is where that damage was. So we had the report of the damage.
Go ahead.
And this was a bit ago.
10-8, and we'll have the fire department open.
That's where the damage report was of the structural damage.
South is what to be just a little bit here for a minute, but stand by.
That's Harper.
This is Harper.
Yes, Harper. See it right
936, Rogerville Story.
South is 860.
Okay, and then take that back on
50, go ahead.
right?
Yes.
250 on the
Night vision. I can see this wall cloud pretty good with night vision.
run south for now,
I don't see anything coming out of the house.
look for the
There's
southwest,
pretty
got
good
more sweet
margin
water.
just to the west of New Liberty right
Well, I'm
now.
on the ground zero right now. This thing is so hard, we can't go very fast.
And where the
Yeah, 240 to your south, and almost straight south of you out there.
Okay, I'm gonna stay with it here.
Okay. We'll get
See what it does.
Yeah. Look at that.
50 clear.
Okay, go back to that. It was one.
501 Rusty.
Cyclone to break off like that? And a new one to form?
Yeah, go ahead.
Are they spinning the same direction? Are they still both
In that rain, you're going to get some pea-size and a little bit bigger hail that just come over Sweetwater here just now.
You want let's just do one anticyclonic and cyclonic tonight.
Okay.
Anticyclonic would mean it's spinning backwards.
Yeah.
Opposite rotation.
Yeah.
Get the direction.
But I think it looks like they both are.
They are. Yep.
So this is a little bit stronger. But yeah, we have two mesocyclones now. Yeah, double trouble going on. We don't like that. Okay, so this is moving northeast still at about 40 miles per hour. So Medford, you're good. This is going to go to your northwest or west. Not by much. Okay, let's go back to CC.
And Renfro, it's going west of Renfro.
What did I say?
You said Medford, but I knew what you meant.
Yeah, Renfro. My bad.
You were talking about Medford earlier.
I was. Okay, so two areas of spin. Okay, what about CC? What does it show?
And
so
CC.
here's the. Okay, that might be a problem.
I'll take it back.
A lot of these towns are really small here.
Right there.
Okay. Yep.
But there's a lot of rural folks that live out away from towns too, so there's still quite a, there's still people around. Let's go back up and look at this other one.
I mean, this thing.
It's got this, and then it has it up here.
Yeah.
I know. Man, I wish it were daylight.
Now, Jeremy is about 5-6 miles to the southwest of there. He's on Highway 81, if his GPS is correct.
Okay, what's he seeing in his shot? Okay.
Lightning.
Yeah? Oh, man, I want him to get off. 81.
So look at it now. Now it's no longer really the two.
No, this one's dying. That one's weakening, and now here's your main one now. So here's your new tornado. East-west.
Logan Road.
What's that?
Logan Road or 60.
Yeah, Logan Road. Yeah, yeah, 6.5 miles west of Renfro. There's your tornado crossing 294.
¿Quieres mejor internet? Cox Internet de 300 megas tiene las
West of
velocidades.
Renfro, tornado. Right here. I think it's on the ground.
It sure looks like it.
Yeah. It's close. If it's not.
Same storm. It's just crazy how many times it has done this.
Well, this is the second.
For this particular portion of the same big complex storm.
Right.
How do you define it?
I know. The first storm is that put on an hour show. Yep,
And it ate this storm, which is what I think gave it a show.
Yeah, the bigger storm ate everything. It's eating everything in northern Oklahoma tonight. Just gobbling up storms like, okay. All right, so we had our first circulation. Yeah, they just split.
Yeah.
Okay, so it comes off of it. There goes one circulation, gone, bye. And here comes the second. That's the main one now. All right, we're 5 miles away from the border, and it's almost going to be going into Kansas. We're going to have to let it go. Okay. All right, look at it turning now. It's going almost due north. Right?
Right.
Almost due north into Kansas. Will be, or northeast. Okay, so let's go back to southwest Oklahoma. Real quick, what is Jeremy seeing in his shot? Does he still see it? Yeah, Jeremy. Justin, let's bring in Jeremy. Yeah, he's looking right at it here. Jeremy's here. That's the circulation. It's getting tighter. It's not very big. Jeremy Carter, you're hot. We have your shot up. Not a very big circulation now. You had a split circulation, but there it is. There's the lowering there. It doesn't look like it's close to being on the ground, but I could go either way on this right now. Velocity, if it is on the ground, it's not very strong. Go ahead.
You know what, David? I've been watching it pretty close, and I haven't seen anything on the ground. But then again, the velocity, me and Ramey are watching the couplet very carefully, and it looks like it kind of, and correct me if I'm wrong, it kind of diminished. It's now getting intense again. And so we're trying to get up here as it gets closer to Highway 81 to get a better look. A lot of the secondary roads here are clay, and they're very muddy. So we're really not going to get off the blacktop here just for safety reasons and so I don't get stuck. But we'll continue to watch it, David. Back to you.
Anyway. Okay. All right. Great job, Jeremy Carter. There's his shot. You can see the lowering in there. So that lowering right here. See this over here on the left? Watch that right there. What's that? Okay. All right. Yeah, there's a lowering in there that's definitely.
Yeah, there is.
Keeping an eye on.
And radar very much indicates that that's the case.
Right. For sure. Okay. All right. Let's go back to.
Smaller.
Are you on 2 or 1?
For this storm, I'm on 1.
Okay. Let's go back to Lynx 1. And there it is. Possible tornado right here. Right. And this is going to be another 10 minutes, and this is going into Kansas. And then it's a Kansas deal. Okay. But it's missed Renfro, and earlier, 15 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, it looked like it was going to Renfro, or at least close. We said it would probably go west of town, and it did. It's still, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 miles west of Renfro. So you're good in Renfro. You're good. All right, racing northeast, racing northeast at about 40. Okay, back to western Oklahoma, and take a look. You don't have a mic? No mic for you? Gotcha. Go to Lynx 2, and there you go. So now this looks a little more interesting to me. This is starting to come down here. Okay, so that was more than likely the feeder band that is now trying to turn into something here. So we have Val right there. We have Val shot. Justin, do we have Val? Do we have Val shot? Pretty so?
Yeah, we have Val, and he
Okay.
has a shot too.
Is
but
he looking?
He's kind of heading the opposite direction.
Well, thank you, William. I do really appreciate that. You have no idea.
Well,
Oh no, he's going north. He's going north. Never mind.
Thank you.
Let's go to Val. Val,
Yeah, I'm going to hang with it for a little while longer.
Val, your storm is still there. I mean, it's still tornado warned and all that. It's just the radar data. It's a little bit messy looking back there. You know what I'm talking about. So what do you think as you look back to your west? Val, it looks to me like there might be another lowering or another mezzo developing on the southeast side of this whole thing, west of you, like almost due west of you possibly. What do you think?
Well, David, we were just looking at radar just a minute ago and thinking that very same thing, and you just now confirmed it. And so we are north of Sayre right now. We're looking back to the west. There's not a lot of low-level features. Earlier, about 10 minutes ago, we had a decent lowering with this, but now the area that we're looking at, I'm just kind of rolling down my window here to look, but it is there, and it is kind of a ragged-looking lowered area. We'll just say that. I mean, it doesn't look real tight, and it doesn't look real solid, but it definitely is there. And, I mean, if you believe radar, it looks like it's trying to come back up again, maybe. Back to you.
Yeah, and I think you're right now. I mean, and also remember, it's moving into a more favorable environment. So Val and Amy right there, just to the east of it. Look, and again, the atmosphere is more conducive to this thing to spin as it gets a little bit farther north and east. It's moving north and east now at about 35 miles per hour, okay? All right, let's go back to Lynx 2 here and take a look at it, and we'll look at the storm itself and where Val is. And Val's right here, and there it is. Coming back up.
And I was talking to the guys doing that. I was looking at the mezzo analysis. It's 70 over 61 in Butler with a southeast wind at 25 to 30. So warm, moist air is being injected into this cluster of thunderstorms that are ongoing and has intensified a little bit better with its organization over the last 15, 20 minutes. Also, just look at mezzo analysis.
All right, guys, this is continuing live coverage here on Starship Adventures. Please remember we are using left and right ears separately. I'm putting the scanner is in your right ear, and I'm putting TV coverage in your left ear back and forth between the two channels. And I'm going to continue for a little while longer until we see what this one does here. So stay with us. This is continuing live coverage using both your left and right ears separately. And we are now completely in storm coverage at this point, except that little sliver with the 3 protesters. I just want to mention that There's millions and millions and millions of people in this country, and 3 of them showed up to protest tonight in Portland. Go protesters, I guess. Anyway, just wanted to point that out.
A little farther east, so we'll see what it does. We've lost our real daytime heating, but it's still more than warm. Average lows are still in the upper 30s. We're going to be in the 60s. Record warm low temperatures tonight. So you do that to Mother Nature, you're going to get something payback.
Yeah, they were surprised the temperatures, despite with all the clouds and the rain-cooled air around.
How warm we got.
We're still 70.
I know.
Where there's been storms around Butler with a dew point in the low 60s.
Yeah. And
that's pretty good moisture for March here, closing in at 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, still very impressive for sure. All right, so latest storm track.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the track on the Western Storm. So that's on links 2.
All right, that's going to be the tornado warning now issued for Kansas. That's the first one being issued now for Kansas.
By about midnight.
Yeah.
By about midnight. So you've got to watch this down the line.
Yeah, and here's the deal.
This includes Caldwell and to the right of Bluff City,
some of the hail up here.
east of Bluff City.
Yes.
Okay, back here where the tornado is going to be. It doesn't look like it's on the ground right now. It doesn't look like it's that strong, but again, these are your towns. Like you said, Strong City 1130, Morewood at 1151. That's way down the line, but this is the way it's going. Are we still doing it 35?
I did 35, yes.
Okay, so tornado warning continues. And we have Tom on the backside. I'm going to go to Tom.
814 to Roger Mills 40.
Tom,
Do we need to move it north from Four Corners or sit still
Tom
with it?
back in here. Tom, I know you're going to make your way back east, which is good.
We'll see. The last couple times they planned events like this last weekend, it was a bust.
If you look off to your east, go ahead.
10-4. We've got quite a bit of traffic down here, so I'm trying to go north.
Yeah, over the last few minutes, it's getting just a little bit better organized. A little while ago, it was really chaotic. There were several areas of lowering, but it looks like it wants to consolidate to just one area. So we're really going to have to watch that as it continues to move northeast. And, yeah, it looks just slightly better organized. We'll see what it does here in the next few minutes. Back to you.
Okay. All right. Nice job, Tom. So he's on the backside, and we have 3 or 4 guys on this thing out west. Okay. Let's go back to links 1. And this thing is about ready to be somebody else's problem, okay? About Kansas. And this
I'll
is
zoom out so you can see where we are.
Yeah, okay. Here's Medford,
Yeah.
Oklahoma City, way down here. By the way, we're chance of rain for the city tonight. It's
Minimal.
nothing. Data, 0. Justin gave me 0. That was rude.
Yeah, this is all staying out west.
Man, it's been a long day forecasting, I'm telling you. Probably aged 5 years tonight.
And
Oh, it ain't that bad.
Supercell has gone since 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. when we went on the air with this
Go ahead.
one, and it's now tracked all the way from just south of Fairview to now moving into Kansas, and it's still tornadic. Tornado warnings will be extended into Kansas because it will not quit.
No?
It's small, tight area circulation still continues. Oh, is that for me? Thank you so much.
Yeah, what you got? Snacks?
Andrew's amazing.
What do you bring you?
Little
snacks, some water.
Some plant, some planters nuts, and some M&Ms, and some water.
He never brings me anything. That's good.
It's because you're a dude.
So yeah, this is again going to leave Oklahoma and going to Kansas in the next like 5 minutes. And we're going to forget about it. We again we don't cover up into Kansas, okay? But it's almost
friends
there.
or family up there, call them. Don't let them go to bed.
Yeah.
This is looking forward.
Metcalf up into Kansas. There's Caldwell, Kansas. But this storm has weakened a lot. I mean, the circulation has. Could ramp back up. Let's come back to the west here. What do we have a little further?
Lightning back on everything just so you can kind of see.
Very loud. This is still a supercell here. This is a little flippity floppity going on. Nothing tight, not a circulation yet.
Definitely has wind and hail in it.
Yeah, a little bit of shear, but it's not crazy. Golf balls come in on Gibbon. Okay, so that's about ready to move into Kansas as well. Big hail now, Gibbon north and east. A little bit of a weak hook, but it's not anything crazy. And now that's the one that's been tornadic.
Yeah.
Okay. Forget about it. All right, we'll come back to the other storm here in a little bit, but we're going to let that tornado thing go. All right. Rain, Taloga, Putnam, Leedy, Morewood. This is the one game in town now. This is the Western Oklahoma, Roger Mills County storm. And is the hook still in Beckham? No, it's in Rocky.
It's in Rocky
Everything
Mills
Rocky
now.
Mills. All right, so
Go
there's
ahead.
your. Yeah, it's just broad.
And this is
But
about
you got to remember where it is too.
measure here.
I think of so many events when you look out and you look at that and you go, and you find out that it's.
Go ahead, lady.
Right. Which is why you have to have tractors there when storms are coming in.
Unit 750s,
Yeah.
heading out to watch.
Very little to give you a lot.
Yeah. And the radar beam, the way the radars are,
Clear unit.
this is a little bit not as easy to see tornadoes out into western Oklahoma. We need another radar right here, to be honest with you. So anyway, so circulation, again, now northwest of Berlin. What is shear rate? Is it lining up with that? Because that looks a little bit, yeah. Okay.
It's messy. It's
Yeah.
messy.
Brandon
quarter
are
size
seeing
wheel.
some rising sky.
Brandon is?
Yeah, and Tom on the back side.
CP1, sir, we'll be back around the
A
station.
little bit more of an area of convergence.
CP1.
Okay.
And now it's definitely a little bit lower. Tom was just saying.
Yeah, I'm looking
Like a
at Tom.
lowering.
Okay. Tom's shot's locked up. And again, he's in a little bit of a,
Yeah, it keeps on going in and out.
yeah.
You can see it on Brandon's shot there.
Okay, let's go to Brandon.
In the lightning.
And let's bring in Brandon Pennell here. He's looking off to his west-northwest. Brandon, still there, area of spin. What do you think when you look back there? I mean, it's showing up on radar. It's just, radar data is you know,
501,
not the best.
522.
Storms right there right now, but go ahead and give us an update.
Yeah, David. So we've had to go back east on Highway 6 towards Elk City just to get around the canyon.
Be careful. There's quite a bit of water running across the road there about Tommy Tucker's
behind us.
and in front of
And
north.
it looked kind of disorganized, and then we thought we saw what appeared to be a possible
Okay,
prototype
I'll
feature.
just
It would be
sit right here in my truck and
just to the
watching
west of the
clouds
middle of
and
the
kind of looking
spot.
at the radar.
Intermittently, we're kind of going up and down in these hills. But about the time that we were saying that, Tom said he could see quite a bit of rising motion to his northeast. So if I'm assuming if we correlate those two together, that's probably in the area that we were seeing. And just visually, right before we turned east on Highway 6, the storm appeared to us that it's gaining a little bit of strength. It's coming into a little bit better environment. Back at Sayre, we were about 62 degrees, and right now we're sitting at about 71, 72, with strong southeast winds again feeding back into this. So it's definitely something that we're going to watch. We're going to get east a little bit and then get north into a better road network and be able to get right back up underneath it. Back to you.
All right, nice job. So, again, he's just to the south and east of it. Him and Val are kind of running and gunning together there, and then Tom is a little bit farther west. So, let's go back to Lynx 1. And here's our storm now. Here's Cheyenne. Big hail between Cheyenne and Rosehill. I want to point out, we've needed the rain out here so bad. This is a great rain. Not going to complain about that at all. But we're, when you get hail, you get golf balls. That's not good. But we're getting some decent rain because it's been raining out here for quite a while now. So half an inch, take that all day. Especially as we, still in our fire, months of the year, February going into March. Rainfall. What do you have? Half an inch to an inch in here? Maybe a little more near Dempsey. 1.4. Are you on? I don't hear you.
There's a lease road right up here before you get to the highway on the left.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great rain. Great rain. Again, it's not
For
white.
those that have it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not Arnett, and
Sure.
it's not down to Brinkman, but it's something. And it looks like this is going to stay across western Oklahoma, northwestern Oklahoma.
I'll be up here on that.
The last couple of days,
Three-quarters mile
obviously, Dave
ahead.
was trying to bring it into the metro, and again, you folks need it out here. Storm strength.
Again, and it may be kind of in a little
Coming
bit of
back
an
up.
uptick now.
Yeah, coming back up. Right
It'll
up the
probably
color.
do
Your
that
ass
until
is
it
right
gets
in your
east,
face.
honestly.
Ass is in the face.
Maybe we'll weaken once it gets closer into like Dewey County,
We had
where
storms
we've had
earlier.
so many storms earlier. Yeah,
Maybe.
so much rain earlier.
Okay, so the tornado warning continues for Roger Mills County, southern Roger Mills County. You folks in Cheyenne, south, Sayre, Elk City, you're out of it. This is to your north and west. This is looking at storm strength. And again, there's your hail between Rose Hill and Cheyenne. Pretty good hail right here. The black's going to be the biggest hail. Now right on.
Normal 1 to Cheyenne, Unit 150 will be 10-8 for storm watch.
It's there.
101.
Hook, the mezzo's right over 283. Pretty
Yep. South of Cheyenne.
Yeah.
Kind of right between Cheyenne and Berlin.
Probably 5, 6 miles.
6 miles.
1.7, okay. South of Cheyenne. And let's lapse this, Lace. Give everybody kind of a view of the thing here. Pretty straight northeast, so definitely going to near Herring and Hammond.
Yep.
So if I'm in Hammond, I'm thinking about where I'm going to go. Yeah, that's definitely coming up now. Right there.
It's, almost more localized where you can really pinpoint
Tighter.
it and see where it is.
Spinning faster, tighter. Okay, shear rate starting to look a little bit more suspicious.
Yep.
Okay, so we got to get, hey, Justin, are you guys east and guys north, right? Okay. And hey, zoom in. I don't think we can get, zoom in on this right down here, Lace. Can they
Where'd
get,
you point?
Well, I was just trying to see if they have farm roads.
Oh, until they get into Roger Mills.
Yeah, they're not very good.
Beckham County, yeah.
I mean, you could take this. They could do this.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's kind of tricky, too. I don't know. Okay. All right, so here's your hook. Circulation now, crossing 283. Tornado warning continues. Right there. It's just not tightened up. It's strong enough to get a tornado warning. I get it. But it's not just screaming, oh, my God. Right now. In 5 minutes from now, we'll see how we're doing.
It's showing the storm track taking a left turn.
We've gone from, oh, yeah.
Here's south of Cheyenne. Looks like it's going to track.
We've done this all over. All right, so crossing 283.
Maybe on 1136.
Herring. And it's going to Hammond.
Okay,
looks like it's going to Hammond.
Yeah, somewhere between.
I guess we'll carry off some of these guys off this wreck and we'll head back up that way. Where do you want us to go?
Definitely that southeastern portion of Roger Mills County. You need to be watching this.
I would think west towards Herring.
Right.
Right now? That's a funny looking warning box
there. 10-4.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to town and I'm gonna get the storm shelter opened up then.
What's your storm track? Is it on 2?
2. Yeah, here, I'll update it. Give me 1 second here.
And again, moving northeast at about 35 miles per hour. As of right now, it is. Now, the other storms up north produced multiple tornadoes. We had at least a half dozen. We had a multiple vortex tornado, wide tornado, thin tornado. Tornadoes crossed Highway 60, 412, and Highway 11. Okay, so we had a little bit of everything. Okay?
836, Roger, Mills 50.
We know we have damage up north. We know we have power lines down.
Go ahead,
The way it looks, by looking at radar, it did not hit any small towns.
Well, I'm on 1830 road and Dempsey. It's kind of moved past us here now.
Radar is...
I can't see very much in it right now.
Okay. So, we know we have damage.
Yeah, Mars just straight east here over at 283 now, so yeah, we're seeing on radar here too.
Northeast at 35. So there's the storm track. Hammond, 1136. Morewood, 1135. And how about Leedy at about 1156? Okay. So, Leedy's up here. Morewood, definitely in the line of fire, down to Hammond, the way it's going. Circulation's right here. And hopefully this can weaken a little bit and just be severe, which would be winds maybe 50. So the winds haven't been a big factor tonight, except when we've had in and around the tornadoes. We've had some pretty good wind, but outside of that, these other storms, they just haven't had any crazy damaging wind reports, which has been great. But still moving northeast at about 30, 35. Okay, so what does max route look like to you?
Give me 1 second. Just back, and I was looking.
Back to links 1.
I'm on links 2 there. I was looking at the lightning strikes. That one is fine. I was just trying to see, kind of it was pulsing up, pulsing down based on the lightning.
What's the lightning doing here?
And it pulsed up to about 160 strikes.
Yeah, now it's come down.
And right now it is on a downward trend.
The tornado threat is diminished and the tornado warning has been canceled. However, large hail and damaging winds still remain likely. Severe thunderstorms remain in effect.
That's probably what it's going to do.
Okay. But it's going to have to ramp up any more to get,
Right.
If it stays like this, it's going to have a hard time doing a tornado on us. It's pretty broad and it's just not that strong. But
1 to 40, can you repeat?
Here's the deal. It's not like, well, we're going to have tornadoes today. We've already
had
the
tornado warning to expire. They're saying that
Okay, so
diminished on the tornado, but they're still expecting heavy winds and water tail.
it's definitely not easy to see. It's not clean, clear chasing tonight, okay? All right, so south of Cheyenne, hail now, Cheyenne, and south and east of Cheyenne.
I kept looking at that southeast side, like maybe that was going to start to be more of an inflow, not
Sure,
really
take Cheyenne.
itself there, but it's not doing that.
No, it's not. It's just kind of.
Go ahead, 206.
It's pretty messy.
Unit 250 is going to be 298 from the wreck en route to storm spot.
Yeah, so that tornado warning has expired because of how this trend has been.
There you go. So minute by minute, we were giving you what we thought was going to happen, and it happened. So the tornado warning. Okay.
All right, guys.
So
let's see here.
Let's go back to reflectivity.
Okay.
Talk about
I was on the phone. What'd you say about the tornado warning?
Continue to rotate.
Yeah, Maynard, I'm getting ready to sign off, guys. I've been on for
Everyone go ahead.
We'll be back in town this first one.
This seems to be winding.
Everyone okay.
They both have wound down now. This one here is no longer short thunderstorm. And the other one seems to be winding a little bit. As we lose the radiation heat in the day and the evening goes on and the atmosphere condenses and so on and so forth, we will actually lose the intensity of these
severe
storms.
for that. This storm looks more impressive.
So yeah, it looks like it's starting to wane off a little bit. So I am going to go ahead and sign off for the night. It's been
having the low levels with these.
You can tell.
With these.
I'm sorry about that, guys. Let me just turn all that off. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. I don't know why I'm not hearing them in my headphones. I think my audio card's gone bad. I'm going to have to go to a backup. I've got a backup audio card. I just got to switch it out. I've got a Scarlett 2i2, which has been a tried and true piece of equipment for about 5 years for me. But I think it might have gone bad. So I don't know. We're gonna mess with it. I hope you guys can still hear me, but I'm gonna mess with it tomorrow. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go tonight. I'll play a song on the way out so you guys can say goodnight there, buddy. We will be covering this again tomorrow night if it's going on. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is the Sights and Sounds of Earth, right here on Starship Adventures. And I want you guys to have a great night out there and a safe tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow, or tonight now. It's after midnight here, Eastern. We'll be back tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern for another edition of the Sights and Sounds of Earth. So everybody, have a good night out there, and we will see you later. It's been fun.
Take 4.
We'll gather round folks from the hills to the plains. This here's a tale of a man who broke chains. Donald Trump, the boss, with a heart full of fire. Fighting communism, lifting America higher. He took a bullet for us, stood tall and afraid. While socialists scheme to take freedom away. From the White House to the border, he's kicking ass strong. Making liberals squirm, 'cause he's right all along. He built that big wall, 400 miles tall. Kept the invaders from taking it all. 7 million jobs, economy roaring like thunder, unemployment low, families rising from under, tax cuts for workers, no tax on your tips, overtime free, no more socialist grips, the energy king, drilling oil day and night. portable gas, putting green dreams to flight. Oh, Donald Trump, fighting the red tide wave, crushing communism, making America brave. He took a bullet for freedom, bled on that stage. Liberals hate him, 'cause he's winning the page. From sea to shining sea, red, white, and blue, he's kicking ass daily, seeing us through. God bless the USA, land of the free. Trump's our fighter, eternity's in our yard. Syria sanctions lifted, freedom rings loud. Global alliances making us proud. Western hemisphere strong, security tight. No room for socialists in this patriotic fight. Oh, Donald Trump, fighting the red tide wave, crushing communism, making America brave. He took a bullet for freedom, bled on that stage. Liberals hate him, 'cause he's winning the page. From sea to shining sea, red, white, and blue, he's kicking ass daily, seeing us through. God bless the USA, land of the free. Trump's our fighter, eternity. In Minnesota's mess, fraud running wild, Somali scam stealing billions, undefiled. Tampon Tim dancing, letting it slide. But Trump's calling justice, turning the tide. Feeding fake futures, daycare doors locked, healthcare heists, Trump's got them shocked. Nick Shirley's light, shining truth on the scene. Citizen heroes, keeping it clean. Protests ridiculous, analog clowns, banging pots in the streets, shutting down towns. Ice out for good now, that's chaos they crave. Trump's enforcing order, the brave and the grave. Took a bullet in Butler, fist in the air. Fight hero, hear liberty ring. From Iran to the borders, kicking ass every day. Handling crisis like wildfire, clearing the way. Socialists hating, but truth's on his side. Patriot powerhouse with God as his guide. Dems in disarray, losing their grip. Working class turning, jumping the ship. High prices falling, confidence high. Trump's Genesis plan, touching the sky. No kings, rallies flop, hypocrisy clear. Free Meadow Road cheers, man, that's queer. Gays for Hamas, what a twisted game. Trump's fighting real evil, calling it by name. Oh, Donald Trump, fighting the red tide wave, crushing communism, making America brave. He took a bullet for freedom, bled on that stage. Liberals hate him, 'cause he's winning the page. From sea to shining sea, red, white,
And that one just ends. All right, everybody. It's been my pleasure to be your host tonight. This is Starship Adventures, and this does conclude our broadcast day. Have a safe morning, everybody. Get some sleep. We'll see you later on tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, right here on Starship Adventures for the Sights and Sounds of Earth. Broadcasting live from Starship Studios in North Fort Myers. My name's Ian. This has been the Sights and Sounds of Earth on Starship Adventures. Good night, everybody. KO4 EFS, signing off frequency. 7 3s, everybody. 7. Tell them again, Shadow. 7 3s.